record label is.
He's on a different record label now.
No, they dropped his ass. He's done.
I don't think Trent Reznor would, because he's in some weird shit too.
I was gonna say, why did he?
Marilyn, I'm here to help you. I'm Trent. Hey, what's going on, Marilyn?
Why did Marilyn go from nothing to
something?
Where'd he go? Sony or EMI?
I think it's EMI. Because
I still like Trent Reznor. I still like Nine Inch Nails. I do.
Oh, I love Trent Reznor. I think he's great.
Fucking music's great.
Wanna. You like an animal.
You're the perfect drug. The perfect drug. The perfect drug. You are the perfect drug.
Feel you from the inside with my cat.
Oh, is that something sexual?
I think he was talking about.
That was an innuendo.
I thought he wanted to be a gynecologist.
Talking about sex.
Well, the whole "fuck you like an animal" part before really
talking about inside pussy.
It's all about context.
You like an animal? I didn't know.
Well, all I ever heard was the radio version, so I had no idea what he's talking about. And
I heard a lot of poof, poof,
yeah,
ta.
I know. And then, like 2 years ago, I heard the real version because my mom said I could, and I was like,
I like the version from Seven, the movie, the remix version.
Seven what?
It's the movie Seven. They have a remix of the movie has a remix of Closer at the beginning of the movie. Have you seen Seven?
It's a good mix. It's hard to find. Yeah, it's hard to find.
Is it?
They didn't release it. They just made the movie. Yeah.
There's sloth, gluttony, greed,
pride,
wrath,
pride, greed,
envy.
Envy was one.
The last one.
Yeah.
Envy.
The last one was wrath. Oh yeah.
Envy is my sin.
Wrath was the last one.
Yeah. Become wrath.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah. Mills becomes wrath because he kills. Spoiler.
Envy is her head in the box. Wrath is him killing him because of it.
Yeah.
I feel like
a taste of your normal life.
Do any of you guys watch Double Toasted?
No.
The YouTube channel called Double Toasted. You need to check it out. They do an annual. I guess Kevin Spacey does an annual Christmas video and he puts it up on Twitter or some shit.
Even now?
Yeah, even now.
Oh my god, that would be something worth watching.
That guy is such a fucking freak, dude. He's even creepier now than he was before.
Oh,
he doesn't have to hide it. He doesn't have to hide it.
Nope, not anymore.
He doesn't have to hide it. Hey, bitch, suck this shit.
He literally is a super villain. It's fucking crazy. It's hilarious.
Boy.
Yeah. Hey,
boy. Hello, boy.
Hey, Danny boy.
Danny boy.
You'll never work in this town again.
In my pants.
And it was the guy from Star Trek.
Speaking of Kevin Spacey, I looked up today the movies that are in Roger Ebert's like a hate list, and Usual Suspects is on there. And I'm like,
really? How? Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I don't know if I can watch it now, but God, when it came out, I loved that movie.
What do you mean?
One of the best.
Well,
it's one of the best commentaries ever.
It is well.
He really is Kaiser Soze.
The commentary is hilarious. The commentary is funny.
Kaiser Soze.
Bryan Singer was funny. Like, honest to God.
Really?
Bryan Singer and Chris McQuarrie are funny fucking dudes.
Maybe I'll have to watch that commentary because I still have the Blu-ray. I've never watched it with
the commentaries I've seen like 3-4 times. It's great. I love the commentary.
You mean the guy that sells diamonds on the other corner of 8th and Walnut?
Yes. He had a career in writing. He wrote in Hollywood for a long time. He's doing the next Mission Impossible movie.
That's where he gets all the money to buy those.
The Way of the Gun, I love.
Cheap
Way of the Gun, yeah. And now all he does is Tom Cruise movies.
Gold Dip Roses.
You guys ready? Frank, do you have any clips?
I think we've been ready 4 minutes now.
Well, you didn't shut the fuck up. So do you have any clips?
Damn.
We're talking about Rod Serling here.
He can't. Just answer. Yes or no?
What is he, your vice president? You're just going to beat up on him like that?
I'm so sorry to shut the fuck up during the podcast.
Are you going to be able to man up and do the job that I give you to do?
We're not going way off topic here. We're sticking to a topic.
I'm not a nice man.
Speaking of which, were you able to get the embeddable player? Okay.
What? Oh, what embeddable player?
No, I'm just saying because it just looked like a bunch of text. I didn't know if it worked or not.
No, my Requiem for a Dream wouldn't load, so I couldn't watch it on my
Requiem for a Dream.
I mean, Requiem for Heavyweight.
That's much different.
I thought we were supposed to watch
Did
that
yours
movie.
keep stopping at like the announcer talking while they're watching?
It wouldn't even load past the bar scene. Like my
Yeah.
thing was all fucked up. It just
It's the site I found. Other than
Yeah.
that, it, so if you
whatever. That's fine. I've seen it before, and I saw the clip. I went back and rewatched some clips online, and I got the gist of it.
all right.
I rented it.
Yeah, I mean, I should buy it. I should own it because it's a good movie. It's very good. It's a very good script. I mean, this script
Definitely
alone is
worth
good. So
Definitely worth it. Also,
No.
Amazon Prime.
Partners. Patterns, the movie, not so much.
Only of sight and
Oh, I love-
sound of mind. That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, dark territory.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW. That's Twilight Zone review, episode 218. Today we watch Patterns from 1956, and we were having a bit of a debate beforehand because I gave extra credit because I also posted the Craft Theater episode from 1955, the year before. So I don't know. I didn't really plan on this being this versus that, but I think that's what it's going to become.
I think so.
Yeah,
I like the Craft Theater way better.
I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Frank Links.
I'm Adam Wilcox.
Requiem for Patterns of Dick Dickett.
Love it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Patterns. I've never seen it before. It's my first time watching either version. I didn't really know what the fuck was it about. My biggest question about both versions: what does this company do?
They make widgets in Seattle.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Tool and die, I think. Yeah.
They make left socks? ? Profit.
I bet you they make dildos, and that was like the big joke on set.
I think it'd be great if there was like a spin-off of this where they're like Omni consumer products. Like they're the same story but with OCP.
And it's like, yeah, that'd be awesome.
They're making robotics.
You call this a glitch? I'm not a nice man. You call this a glitch?
Delta City.
You're going to work overtime for me, boy.
Oh, you Kevin Spacey again?
Yeah.
Who you calling for, boy?
Come here, boy. Sit on my lap. Call me Lex.
You like that football I sent you, didn't you?
Well, see, there you go. Okay, there's a big difference there.
Yeah, there's a couple of differences.
There's a lot of differences. That's why I prefer the Craft Theater version over the movie. I think the movie's too melodramatic.
I agree with you. But the guy that plays Peterson in the movie is way better.
You think so?
Yes.
Peterson? Who's Peterson?
Peters. His name Peters.
Norm Peterson?
I think it's Peters. What the guy
Peters?
the guy that's supposed
Staple?
to
The All-American?
Staples. I'm sorry, Staples. I don't know where I got Peters
Staples.
from. Yeah, Staples. Yeah, the
You
guy
got
that plays
Peter on the mind. That's all right.
the guy that plays Staples, probably because I'm sitting next to a big dick. Yeah. The guy that plays Staples in the movies is better.
The guy, Frank, did you watch the TV version at all?
No.
Did you watch the movie?
Yes. Of Patterns?
Did you?
Dude, I told you about this over a year ago. Remember a year ago I said watch Patterns? It's amazing.
The
Did you watch it
movie...
a year ago, or did you watch it recently?
What?
Did you watch it recently, or are you going off a year ago Frank memories where you're going to distort everything?
Well, wouldn't that make a better show?
That's
Okay.
true, it would, yeah.
I had a feeling you didn't watch it today or this week. But,
No,
okay,
I
so
watched a year ago.
the three of us watched both versions today or yesterday, one of those two. But
I mean, I did watch Requiem for Heavyweight.
I watched the movie last night. I watched the TV version today.
I watched both Patterns today and both versions of Requiem today.
Did you just not leave the house?
No.
Oh, okay.
What else is new?
Not
I thought
yet.
you were back to work.
He hasn't left
Oh.
the house in months. Dude.
Oh, okay.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Good for you. Good for you.
I did a interview with Tristan Vaultier today. He's a big race car driver. Big name.
Oh, I thought there's that it's a gay guitarist for Marilyn Manson.
No, his name's Twiggy Ramirez.
Oh,
The other one.
The other guy, the bassist.
Oh, him. Yeah, that's Tristan.
Yeah, okay. That's what we thought.
Yeah.
The bottom row is saying the TV show is better, the Craft Theater episode. I couldn't disagree more.
Really?
But I also do agree with you, Dick. It is way more melodramatic and drawn out.
Yeah.
But it worked for me. I really loved the movie.
I liked that they kept the same actors.
High five.
Like most of the actors were the same actors, you know, because like the secretary was the same actor.
Stick your dick out.
The bad guy was the same guy who was great. The Ed Begley was Ed Begley Jr.'s dad was the old man. You know,
the old man. They changed his name in the TV version, which I thought was kind of weird. Yeah, his name was Bill in the movie,
that's what kind of threw me off there for a minute.
After watching The Shining on TV, I've come to realize that if they remake something for TV, it's shit.
I'm gonna be honest
okay,
with you.
Granted, yes, it's true.
This when I first started watching, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be boring as shit. Is this literally gonna be a board meeting for like an hour?
You have to say which version.
The movie. Because I watched the movie first, okay? So I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, this is just people doing office shit for like an hour. And then once it starts picking up, like once they start, the guy starts chewing on the other guy, I'm like, okay, I think I like where this is going. And I absolutely liked it.
I think that the issue with me was I like the simplicity of the Craft Theater way better because the camera was moving the whole time.
Yeah, it trims out the fat. It feels like the movie had a lot of padding in it. Where like if you trim some of that stuff away, you could get to the point quicker. But I mean, both of them deliver the same message, so kudos to that. I can't say the same for the other movies that we watched, but this one I think was a little more streamlined. But I did like the actor from the movie that played the guy. You know, he didn't work for me. He was okay. I think I liked the other guy better because of his hair. It seemed like the guy in the TV version didn't have as much of a personality. Like he's just there. He's like a figurehead. He doesn't really assert himself to. He doesn't live up to the what you think he's going to be. You know,
I think that was the difference. In the movie, they make him kind of G golly Willikers too much like that because when he goes like the first time
the movie
we see
makes him as the protagonist. Because
the first time
the TV show like the old guy is kind of the protagonist.
I would say, and you kind of are coming into it from his point of view, and then they bring in the young hot shot who looks like he's 58 years old. Doesn't it was the 50s? What are you going to do?
It's what they call the young cock.
Yes, the young cock in this movie looks like he's about middle-aged and has been working in a fucking acid mine for 20 years. But he's an All-American and he's from Ohio.
I do love in the movie version when he's talking to Ramsey he's talking to Bill Briggs, and he goes, he's talking to our main character, and he goes, to be your age or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he says, as young as you are. The city must be fun as young as you are. And I'm like, that motherfucker is 50. And you look up, he's 48. He's 48 years old.
And the funny thing is last week he was probably playing a teenager in another movie. Because they did that shit back then. Everybody was like started at 30. Like life started at 30 and then you died at 40. You're like old and you die, you know? So
his character was 19. He still looks 50.
Everybody in the 50s had a 10-year lifespan.
I completely disagree with what Dick is saying. I thought the guy in the TV version was more G. Golly Willikers.
Really? I didn't feel that way. Because I'll tell you why.
I didn't agree.
Because the movie, how they first show him, the first time you see him in the movie, he's in the main elevator. And they say, "No, sir, you're in the special elevator." He goes, "Oh, wow, really? Okay." Oh.
I was kind of amused by that because I forgot that period of time there was just a guy that just stood there all day and operated the elevator. We take automatic elevators for granted nowadays.
But the problem was none of them were black, and that was insulting. If this was real life, it would have been black elevator operators. I'm just saying.
Don't bring out your books.
Frank. If I may retort.
Stop doing this. You're exciting, Dick.
I'm sorry.
We're getting a hard dick down here.
Good.
If I may retort. Okay, look. Dude, he went from this little dinky office, which you work harder than you did.
Yeah, I got it. I don't care.
So he's going in from a blue collar-ish, as blue collar as you can in a white collar setting, right? to New York City, nothing but white collar, corporate, just bullshit kind of a, drain you mentally, physically, emotionally, pridely, and masculinity.
Are you filibustering?
What
I think what he's trying to say is there should have been a scene where Ramsey talked to the young cock and said, "How many times you jerk off a day? We gotta get those numbers up."
What I'm saying is like the guy's thrown into an element that he's not used to whatsoever, and
yes,
what we're seeing is what the white collar,
very
meat
good
grinder, does to the old man, and and
that's the point.
Pulls the wool over the eye of the young cock coming in, thinking he's going to do big things.
Well, it's a morality play. The whole thing's about having respect for your elders, but in a corporate world, there is no such thing as respect for the elders.
No,
and you destroy the weak.
Yeah,
and he's not wrong.
There's no such thing as seniority.
And you know what? At the end of the day, I kind of agree with Ramsey. I was like, you know what? He's not wrong. He's right. And he's accepted his fate. He's accepted the fact that I'm not a nice guy.
You know, I know I'm not a nice guy. When he's not busy yelling at people in board meetings, he goes to restaurants and complains about the fucking food. And
he's a Karen.
Fucking raw.
He's a fucking Karen.
Yeah.
I think what Nick was trying to say, Frank, is in the TV version, they're just like, you're on the executive elevators over there. And he goes, oh, okay.
But it's just to the point, it's just to the point, and
he comes in his pants and he runs over there.
I think it's just streamlining is why I like the Kodak theater better, and I feel like the camera would never stop moving, which I like. Whereas that's what I'm saying. I like the energy of a live television show. Whereas the movie is very much a movie, and I mean I get it. Yes, it's a movie, but
the movie's good. But the movie kind of like it feels like it steers off course a couple of times because it's obviously made for a TV play, and it works as a TV play.
Yeah.
Whereas with the movie, it's like they have to go into this long drawn out diatribe about how the company bought us this nice house and the bar is in the library instead of the kitchen. I'm like, who the fuck cares about this stuff? Let's get back to where the meat and potatoes and I do like the fact that the TV version sticks with the meat and potatoes. So
I thought you were going to say I do like meat and potatoes, and
I like both of them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I just think that I agree with Dick a little bit on this one that the TV version gets to the point more. It's a little less. Yeah,
the beginning especially. I will agree with you on that. But after that, you watch this whole first day, and it's long. Yeah. But after that, I like the movie because it's like you said, it's a morality morality play. I want to see him go through the changes. Basically, what they do in the movie is they add three more conversations with him and Ramsey and Briggs. In the TV version, it's all in one scene where he has all these. He hits point after point. I like it when it's drawn out over more conversations. It feels like he has more of a chance to kind of realize what's going on.
Well, this was Serling. Of course, it would be.
Yeah,
it's been building up more.
Yeah. That's why I like the movie more. I know it's in the movie. They made it very obvious right from the very beginning, when his first conversation with Briggs, that he's replacing him.
Yeah,
and I was like,
"Oh God!" It was just like it was smacking him in the face with his big cock.
And he doesn't.
But again, like with comparing it to the movie to the show, they did like show don't tell, because in the theater in the craft theater, that scene where the actor comes out of after the meeting and he says like, you're gonna handle this assignment. You take the week off, Al. You go relax. You take a week off. When he comes out of the office, he just leaves the meeting and just sits there, like stands there, and you just know he's done, and you see it, and it's just like that explains all I need to know about that guy and where this is going. I just like that better. It's whatever. I mean, the movie's fine, but I wouldn't honestly
I wouldn't give one a lower score than the other.
No, I would agree.
They're both perfectly good. It's just I do appreciate it. It's kind of the Rod Serling effect where he can take one idea and then just drag it out, and then that's all there is. There's just like one idea, one message he wants to get to, and the rest of it he's not really sure what to do with the time that's allotted. You know what I mean? It just kind of feels like that way a little bit. Because like I said, when I first started watching the movie, I was like, "Oh God, this is like going to be really boring." And then it got better. You know what I mean? And I got really hooked on it as it went on. So I was glad I stuck it out.
It's the same script, so they must have just added some stuff in there. And
I think they added the child, the boy, the character of the kid in the movie. That's a big difference.
Same kid both.
They gave him a
there's no kid in the
a BB gun instead of a football. Yeah.
He's in it. He's not there though. You don't see him. He's just talked about.
No, he walks in. Yeah, the part where he's in the office and he's getting drunk. He's like, "Don't let him see me like this." The kid literally walks in. That's the only time you see him.
Okay, that's probably why I was.
They don't have that previous scene where he walks in.
And
says, "Hey, gee, thanks for the gun, guy." You know?
I might have been taking his shit at that point of the show, so that's probably I missed it.
They don't sit down and talk about baseball games they missed together.
Yeah. That was it's just padded.
That was a good scene. I liked that. That
it's fine. I don't like kid actors from the 50s, so I think that ruins everything, and even children just in general ruin everything. So I'm anti-child man.
100%, dude. I hate child.
You just had a child.
No, child actors.
Okay.
Yeah. Not children in general, just child actors.
Yeah, I can't stand kids on screen.
Gee, thanks for the gun you gave me, Mr. Albert. It was golly swell.
I mean, did I do that?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
He was like 27 when he did that.
He was. And he was fucking cut as shit.
I mean, I thought I heard he was 26, but
he was cut as shit. That guy was a fucking beast. Fucking.
You know, you almost have a point because the kid in Shane almost ruins that movie, and I love Shane, but that kid is fucking stupid. Like just
mama,
right?
That's why the Searchers.
It's like he's got half of a brain missing. I'm like, if you'd have even said in the movie that the kid's like slow because he's like
the Searchers is a great movie because the children are raped and murdered by the Indians before they get there. It's great.
Let's all stop our podcast and go watch that scene.
From Shane?
Searchers.
It was Searchers. Yes.
I just got new lube too, so I'm down.
Sweet. I do love when the first meeting with Ramsey, he brings up executive diets. I'm like, I want to know what that is.
Wait, what?
An executive diet is a whole lot of beef.
I was just waiting for him to say, "I got this dream for Delta City. We begin construction in 3 weeks to bring life into where old Detroit stands."
On RoboCop 2.
So a normal day on the executive diet, Phoenix, is breakfast. You got bacon with a side of sausage.
No, wrong. The corporate breakfast is a fucking
that's the international breakfast. I know what you're about to say.
Big fat cock.
No, it's a what do you call it? The drink. Oh god, I just blanked on it.
Big fat cock and whipped cream. We know how the corporate breakfast works.
No.
Fuck yeah.
Right?
Oh my god, I'm getting fucking
You know who I hated in the TV version was his wife.
You see, well, because that's not. You have a way better actress in the movie than you do in the show.
Yeah,
but her character is more fleshed out. She felt like a real person in the movie.
Right? Yeah,
she had a personality.
She's like, I want to read. She goes, okay.
Yeah.
In the movie, she's like,
real people aren't.
Tomorrow, we'll do this tomorrow, and we're not doing this right now. And she felt like she had a personality.
Yeah. Well, again, you're talking about that was what? Who was that? Stella Parsons, or she was in Network. She's in Poltergeist. Estella Stevens, I think.
Yeah, she has like
she won the Oscar for Network for a 5-minute part.
I was gonna say, didn't all those movies combined equal about 57 words?
In Network, she's in it for 5 minutes and she won the Best Supporting Actress Oscar.
Pattern in the movie, it's Joanne Roos.
Yeah.
In the show, it's Joanne Roos plays Miss Lanier.
The secretary was the same character, was the same actress.
No,
the main secretary was the same actress.
What was the secretary's name?
I fucking don't remember.
Is that Marge Fleming?
I'll tell you in a second here.
Is that Elizabeth Wilson, Marge Fleming?
Maybe.
I love the fact he gets a new secretary.
Elizabeth Wilson.
He does not speak to her.
All I know is he said Yeah.
Elizabeth Wilson was Secretary Marge Fleming.
Marge.
Margie.
Oh, how are you?
She's still with us?
Oh, she's dead.
No.
She gotta be fucking dead.
Not that long ago.
Yeah.
Merv. Yeah, Margie.
Five.
Growler need to jump.
Yeah, she died in 2015.
I just said
Got
that.
her.
He was a national treasure.
We got her. She's done. It's over. The nightmare is over.
I do like, as far as the movie goes, because we're not going to go in order because it's just people yelling at each other in boardrooms.
A lot of that.
The office in the movie is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Ugly ass walls.
Well, like the sexual harassment or.
How many times did you say to yourself when the secretary came in to the office, he's like, "Can you hear? Like, fuck you on the desk." I felt like that was going to happen. Like every scene that the secretary comes
every
in.
person, every woman that worked in that office looks like she's had at least 2 affairs with everybody.
Oh,
in that
absolutely.
Bend
Sharing
over,
coffee like a whore.
Bend over, take my dictation.
Like I could feel the frustration, and it's not even addressed, but I felt it. I did. I was like, there's more sexual tension in this office than
I got to work late tonight,
the
honey.
old folks
Again.
home, you know.
If I was a woman back then, I'd be like, so listen, how many times is it going to take it for you to seed me before we can, give me a raise or like a promotion?
Never, you stupid.
I brought my own whipped cream.
What am I going to promote you to super secretary? Get out of here.
Yeah, you dumb dame. What you doing, dame? Don't talk to me like that.
Super secretary.
I can find myself 10 girls just like you. I have 10 stenographer girls waiting for me in the back alley, you dumb whore.
You know something else that was funny? I don't know if it was in the movie version. It's like the guy sitting to the right of Ramsey in the very first board meeting.
Yeah.
Is blowing so much pipe smoke at Ramsey. I'm like, how can he get through those lines?
Because it was the 50s and that was normal.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I was also watching Rope just a couple days ago, and there's so much smoking in that party, and it's like the food is right here, and it's like they're holding the cigarette. Nobody ever flicks their cigarette in the movie. I'm just assuming that everybody just ate like a certain percentage of ash throughout the day, like cigarette ash.
I didn't think you were going to say ash.
That's
they ate ass all the time.
Most of the time I don't have an ashtray.
Just cigarette ash in all of the party food. I'm like, God damn,
No, you take it and you go flip away from
your executive window, and it gets carried 20 miles away because of the.
That's what the indoor plants are for.
I mean, I quit smoking in 2016. I could smell stale smoke like a mile away at this point. I'm like fucking hypersensitive to it. So
I've never seen Mad Men. Is this close?
We need to talk.
This kind of reminds me of Mad Men a little bit.
I've never seen Mad Men.
I got that vibe. I've just seen a little bits and pieces of episodes. I never actually sat and watched it.
I have zero interest in Mad Men. I just don't care.
It's definitely about the era than it is anything else. It's about watching how people interact in that era and just how nothing applies to what you think it would apply. I mean, it's kind of showing you how far we've come, and this.
All I know is Matt Carter loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, eh? So good.
He's not Canadian.
A lot of careers were
Close
born
enough.
off that show.
He's on the border.
Aren't you Canadian?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, I'm Canadian. I sound like a fucking Canadian. You crazy?
That actually explains a lot.
I sound more like I'm from Chicago than anything else.
What you just
more like
said
Artie
is-
Lang than.
Yeah, more from New
no,
York. People think I'm from the East Coast.
Aren't
I
you?
was born and raised in Northern California.
Where you? Oh, that's right, you were.
Why are you so angry then?
I know.
Stop yelling at us.
I know. Like, shouldn't you be like, not? I mean, if you're not gay, just like down with it, like, and just not so.
Oh yeah, California. Yeah, California fucking pussies and like.
No, Northern.
It's cool, man. It's cool.
I mean,
It's
I'm not
chill.
into it, but you do you in front of me.
It's cool, man. Well, it's a little bit like that, yeah. But I'm just angry at everything all the time because I hate everybody.
I'm saying, isn't it all like they do off the side of the road?
Yeah, that's my nose.
His nose looks like a shriveled up penis.
What the hell was that?
Shit, he looks like a fucking Gammon guard.
Oh, Artie,
Like,
what happened?
oh my god!
Yeah, that's what happens when you snort all
Artie.
of the
Like
coke.
Saddam
Yeah.
Hussein.
Oh,
Man,
Artie.
see, look at that. That looks like a
Artie.
fucking like a penis.
That looks
in a
like
scrotum.
Harvey Weinstein's diseased cock.
It probably is Harvey Weinstein's disease.
It might be. Yeah. Oh my god.
Fucker's got a donut for
Oh
a
my god,
nose.
he looks like a meth head outside a gas station.
But he's
my
not.
God.
Is he cleaned up now?
You know, it's already
No.
this
Probably
week.
not. Yeah. Every week's a different story.
I just can't say it.
You could cremate that dude and sell his ashes for so much money on the black market because there's so much drugs in that dude.
Snort
Holy
that shit.
Yeah, angel
You
dust.
could grind him down.
Isn't that a form of cannibalism, though?
I don't
Sure.
know.
A little bit.
Keith
York-
Richards don't seem to care. So
That is true.
He absorbs the blood of 15-year-old boys, like Kevin Spacey.
Army Hammer doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, him don't give a shit. Somebody made a good point though, and that those texts you only see his responses, you don't see the other person responding. So she's probably egging him on and saying like, "What are you gonna do to me, baby? Are you gonna eat Are you gonna eat my finger again? You gonna bite my finger? Oh, I'm gonna bite your fucking finger off and put it in my pocket."
Yeah, there's definitely something weird there. I don't think
Yeah.
he's being a cannibal to someone over time.
Yeah, it's she did it on purpose. She was trying to entrap him,
Yeah.
just like that bitch did to Mel Gibson.
The Jews?
No, that bitch
Oh.
that he sold paintings for her career as a musician. Have you ever heard those tapes like all the way through?
Oh my God, he's a
Love them, love them. He
All
warmed my heart.
you to do is blow me.
He goes off. He tells her, I've sold paintings for you.
No,
I've lost money because of you.
It was her music career.
Yeah, he was trying to buy her music career.
Yeah, I've spent over $20,000 or $20 million on producers to make you sound like shit, like you're choking on a cow.
I remember that. Yeah.
And the only thing I want you to do before I get in the jacuzzi is you blow me. I deserve that.
He hit the sauce a little too hard that night, and that was the end for him.
Well, he's got anger issues.
Yeah.
No, you're
Fuck
fine.
you. Fuck you. No, I don't.
Like that was literally the transcript. Like
I'm gonna put you in a fucking rose garden. That's
You
what he
blow
said.
me, then get in the jacuzzi and say that, dick. That's
Well,
what I thought.
yeah, well, that's what it was about. How many times you jerk off a day? Let's get those numbers up.
All right.
I only get a shower once a day.
Was Bill 60 when he had kids?
Yes. With his, do they ever show the wife? The wife's dead, right? Is she not there?
No,
Probably died of old age.
the wife is one of the secretaries. They just don't talk about that back then.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
He banged
not
one
the
of the
wife.
Marge is the
Marge.
mom.
Yeah, Marge is the mom. Yeah,
Marge
yeah.
is secretly the mom.
That's why she's so friendly with.
Oh, come on! Couldn't you feel the tension between those two? Between Marge
Oh man!
and, oh my
he
god!
he dictationed her ass so good.
Oh shit! He spread her all over the office.
Oh,
Holy
absolutely.
shit. That's why they had to change all the furniture because all the shit on the wall. You know.
I had to get. This is all antique setting. You didn't like postmodernism because I fucked everything in this room.
Early American is what they called it. Yeah.
Early
So-
American.
I mean, he went 3 for 3 for successfully fucking his room up enough to get laid.
Just like Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Or Zat?
Zat. That's another. Yeah. Fuck that room up good, Orson.
This
But I
guy.
don't.
Okay, the main plot is what's his name? Fred Staples gets brought in to replace Bill Briggs in the movie. And in his first conversation with him, he goes, "What do you specialize in, Staples?" And he says,
Staple.
And he goes, "I have an idea of starting a store for office supplies. I'm going to name it after myself."
Yeah.
So
That's genius.
We're gonna have an easy button in our commercial.
Yeah. He's into
You're
a
a goddamn genius.
thing, and then Bill Braggs is like, "Oh, me too." I'm like, "You dumb fuck!" I didn't know what the plot was, and I'm like, "You dumb fuck! You don't see what's going on? Come on, Bill. How long you been here?" Because Bill's one
He
of the founders
knew.
of the company, I guess. I don't think he knew then. Like,
well, no, in the show he did. In the movie, no. I think
in the TV
movie,
show they get right to the point.
The movie, he is. I think they make him seem too. They try to make him. You sympathize with him way more because you make him pathetic. Yeah.
Which is, again, why I liked it, because they were more fleshed out characters. It wasn't just the broad strokes. I really got to like him realizing it, and the only thing I didn't like about the movie was that our Staples, our protagonist, was like he not until an hour minutes into the movie where he's like he talked to Ramsey and he's like, you don't know what's going on. You're Bill's replacement. He goes,
yeah, like you didn't know that. Yeah, fucking A.
And I was like, dude, I saw you first day and I figured that out. How do you?
Yeah,
it's the twist.
That part was weak in the movie. It was better in the
jumped out a window.
Yeah, like
every time.
I'll tell you what, though, the guy that plays Briggs, every time he makes that like pale, emotionless death walk that he does, like both the TV show and the movie, very effective. Like it just walks out of the room, stands right in front of that sign that says "Meeting in Progress." Perfect shot, love it.
That's his. That's why they hired him. They said, "Give me the best stroke actor we got.
Give me the best Alfred Hitchcock impersonator from the side that we can find."
I won't have a stroke.
Every time he does that, it's like he looks like a corpse walking. That's probably the direction the game is like. I want you to look like a corpse walking right now.
I can do that
in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
This is where the woman meets her end in the bathroom shower.
I happen to have a thing for blondes.
Frank's doing cocaine or something.
Yeah. I have half a chicken sandwich in my mouth right now.
I enjoy the matzo ball soup.
Just going on.
Frank is trying to put his mouth on his own penis.
Is he reading about stock car racing?
Said matzo ball soup, or I'm sorry. You said
yeah.
I can blow myself in this in. What's the here?
Just like Marilyn Manson.
No. Why it just escaped my mind that quickly? Oh my goodness!
It's age.
No, what
did you lawyer?
What was
Dementia's a bitch.
It was like you say matzo ball soup or something.
I did say matzo ball soup.
What did you say right before that?
You can listen back.
I can't remember.
Oh, doesn't matter.
No, but it just made me realize that Miss was trying to put it away from getting it from Sam's Club, and we got into it about where to put it because Maxie's been destroying the house when we leave. And I'm like, you gotta stop putting shit in the Lazy Susan because he's figured out how to spin it around somehow, right? She's like, no, I put it on the second floor, the second level of it. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't stop him. He may look like he's very short, but he's a faker.
Uh-oh. We just lost Adam.
So that's why I was like, oh, because were you trying to boot me? And you exactly
I didn't do anything. I'm looking up. Where are you, Frank?
He's in Egypt.
Yeah. If you're here, what the fuck are you talking about? Where are we?
I get it. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good visual representation.
What do you mean?
Of where you've taken the map.
What?
You've taken a show to Egypt. Frank.
Adam, I'm trying to figure out where Frank is here. He's somewhere in this location, I think.
No, I think it's a lot more north of that.
He's lost to the Nile.
Like somewhere in the upper stratosphere solar system kind of deal. Yeah.
One night in Bangkok.
Like,
what are you talking about, Frank?
One of the rings of Jupiter.
He said a word, and it just reminded me of something. And I went like this.
Must
and
have
you guys
been,
brought it up, not me.
Was it a chicken sandwich? Because that's what Phoenix said.
We're talking about matzo ball soup, and you went talking about what is in the cupboard, and I had to put it away because the dog's getting in the house and getting in the stuff in the couch. I don't know if that was matzo ball soup. Anyway,
no,
let alone
it was before the matzo ball that triggered the emotion.
I heard matzo ball soup, but it had nothing to do with what I went like this.
Obviously.
Should I look up a different planet? or
Why? Where's Adam keep going? Why do you keep leaving?
I ain't leaving.
He has to go to the bathroom. There we go.
That is a very quick test.
so very confused. Okay, Frank, I wish you could watch the TV version so you could compare it with us.
You wish I watched what?
The TV version of this, so you can compare.
But
it's funny that you guys liked the TV version more, because I just found it a bit cheaper. And I know what you mean about the flowing cameras and stuff. That's fun, but obviously, I like cuts. I like it look like a movie. It's two totally.
It did have a bigger set. It was a very pretty hotel.
Oh,
that
yeah,
had
yeah.
Office in. Yeah.
The Office, yeah. It's just it reminded me of like when you take something that's like a low budget short and you turn it into a feature, and where it's like the same angles, and all of a sudden, oh, we got money, so we have a bigger set.
That Office would have given Jordan Belcourt a run for his money. It looked like It looked like Rome when they walked in there.
It was crazy.
That fucking office was ridiculously big.
No.
They decked out his office like stuff though, his decorations more in the TV version. They're like, hey, we heard you're a fan of blah 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 decorations, and it's like
we heard you're a fag and you like antiques.
He's got like an ivory lamp. It's just like this crazy shit. Like, we skinned the indigenous people to make this lampshade out for you.
I was waiting for them like a bearskin rug, with a couple of glasses of champagne sitting on top of it. Roaring fireplace.
Yeah. With Margie sitting on it with her twat out.
Roaring fireplace on the 40th floor of the skyscraper that this movie takes place.
And they're just like, all right, well, here's your office. Get to work doing executive things. And
make your widgets work.
We'll be out here doing other executive on this company that I don't know the name of the company. Do you?
Oh shit!
I don't know the company name.
No, it's Ramsey's and something.
Ramsey's Incorporated.
Because in both versions they do that shot where they go to the elevator listing and they go up to where the title of the building is.
Another big change.
Ramsey's Tool and Die.
Yes, it's a tool and die outfit. But Ramsey in the TV version, he's the founder. He's the guy that started the company, and in the movie, he inherited it from his dad. His dad started it, and he was obviously more personable. And the Ramsey that we see in the movie is the heir inherent who just is the complete opposite of his dad. Has no emotions.
You don't have to like me. I don't care.
Yeah. He's
the two scenes for me that make this movie and make this script are the scene with Ramsey where he's yelling at him, "You don't have to like me. I didn't pay you. I didn't hire you to like me." That I think was way better in the movie because the actor had like another go at it.
Yeah,
and they could do multiple takes, so the acting was just way better in the movie. And I love that scene where after he finds out that he's going to take over for Bill, they go in, they have that meeting where all they do is argue. And they're talking about his name's on this report and blah, blah, blah. In the TV version, Bill, or Sloan, or whatever his name is in the TV version, says, all right, my name shouldn't have been on there. In the movie version, he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that how hard Ramsey goes at Bill in the movie version.
It's a hell of a monologue.
The second he realizes he's not going to step down, and he just goes, nope, all right, well, I'm not, basically saying I'm not going to step down with his face. And the second that's over, Ramsey just goes, all right, meeting adjourned. I was like, that's all that meeting was for, to get that motherfucker to quit. That's all that was for, and it didn't work, and he gives up. And
literally crosses his name off of the fucking report and says, print it. That was cold, man. I felt that. I've worked in jobs where I've felt that. Like those you can tell when somebody's getting the shit end stick. Sometimes it was me, sometimes it was somebody else, but I've felt that before.
It was always me.
I just feel like the scenes that are the most important scenes as far as the story goes and the character development goes, all those scenes are way better in the movie version. And I really agree with you, they cut out the fat in the TV version, but it's a TV version.
But the guy that plays Staples in the movie is way better than he is in the TV show. Because it feels like the guy that plays Staples in the TV show is a placeholder for an ideal more than
it was his understudy.
Right, he's more of a placeholder for somebody. Yeah, like he takes a bigger role in the movie, and I like that.
And they agree with you because he's the only person they replaced. One I could was there another one? I don't think there is.
The wife.
so that couple can go fuck themselves. And I agree, they were the worst part.
And they did
repeatedly.
You're gonna be late again, honey.
Their son, David Spade.
Yep, I believe it. Yeah.
And their daughter, Kate Spade, and she killed herself.
That's not a fun story anymore. David Spade killed himself.
David Spade didn't, but Kate Spade did.
Christ, Dick.
It's true. It's all real.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to gloat about it.
I'm not gloating. It wasn't my decision.
Were you in the note? What do you care?
It sounded very gloatish.
I bought a Kate Spade bag. It wasn't very good, so I had her swallow her tongue. I told her.
Why do fashion people kill themselves?
What was that?
Why do fashion people kill themselves?
Well, who cares? I don't like them anyway.
They were once beautiful, Phoenix, and then they became.
You.
Who cares? No, Versace didn't kill himself. He was fucking blown away by some weirdo.
Versace.
It's Versace.
Versace. I love Versace.
We have to do a Showgirls episode. We fucking have to.
Gucci man.
Oh, I wrote a note. About 45 minutes in that he's replacing Bill in the movie.
Oh,
45 minutes.
That's a bit much.
Bill also revealed he's only 62 at one scene.
I think they wanted it to feel like a twist, but I picked up on it.
I just realized something. So, for Bill's 62, our main actor, Fred Staples, is 48. That's a 14-year difference there between rookie upshot young guy to aging guy who needs to leave the fucking company.
Yeah, in a time period where everybody lived for about 10 years, this is the staple of staples.
Well, this is how you leave this world back then. You have an argument, you swallow your tongue, and you go in the hallway, and you choke on that tongue, and you die.
Yeah,
and that's the way you go out, and that's kind of what I liked about both
the movie version though I did not like because I didn't like the point of view angle. I thought I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That always puts me out of a movie. I don't care for that.
Frankenheimer shot that scene.
It's
like one of his movies.
I thought Frankenheimer directed the movie. Remember when I told you, good old Johnny F doing a good job. Oh, he didn't do it.
I like the point of view thing though. That Frank, you remember the movie? Shot a lot like that, where people looking right into the barrel of the lens and see that sort of stuff. So I liked it. And I like it actually felt impactful in the movie where they're like, no. And they're like, Bill died. In the TV version, they're like, okay, thank you, hospital. He's dead. He's dead. Bye. Bye.
No. What happened in the movie, this is exactly, I remember these two parts very, very vividly. The movie is 15 minutes ago, thank you, doctor. And then she looks at the two guys and they just walk away. In the movie version, 5 minutes ago, doctor, thank you. And they just walk away. It's the same thing. It's the same.
In the TV version, Ramsey goes to Bill's office and is just hanging out in there. And are you supposed to think like he was sad or felt?
Yes. No, I think he felt remorse.
Well, the next scene ruins that completely.
In the TV version, it's 15 minutes because it was exactly 15 minutes it took for Kraft to show you about the new Philadelphia cream cheese spread that they were trying to advertise.
On Marjorie's wet pussy. Oh my god!
This is a 15-minute commercial about how to put Kraft cheese on cake.
Very.
Marjorie. Come in here, babe.
Every cake in the 50s was the size of a small house.
You know what? Have you seen any of those old movies about how to cut meat in the old days? They cut a steak.
That's a very specific thing for you to randomly ask.
He's got a collection.
He has
a
rabbit hole.
He has explain.
He has a thumb drive with all these videos on there.
Let me explain.
It's a rabbit hole.
I used to live with people. We used to love movies, so we collected a bunch of different movies. We had a Blood Feast back in the 60s. The guy that made Blood Feast, the movies, all these movies about bloody.
That movie.
I was going to ask,
one of of the special features. One of the special features was how to cut meat, and it was a tutorial
with
of
the
how
knife.
with different knives. And no. This is what was interesting. They take a New York steak and cut it for 8 people. 8 people shared one steak in the 50s. I'm just like, shit, I'll eat that by myself.
Those
like a fucking 16-ounce steak, like nothing. Like a normal steak, like nothing. Yeah, each person was eating an ounce of steak, and that was dinner. I thought, what the fuck? And they were just, I guess they're too busy smoking to eat. So maybe that's why.
That's how you rough it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love that they ate in such small quantities, but they all died at 63.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Well, that's what happens
when
you're smoking and drinking constantly throughout the day. I mean,
yeah, right. It's just
what gets me is every time somebody walks into their house, they always have like a full pitcher of ice cubes that are this fucking big, like in this movie that we watch. The ice cubes like the size of a fucking softball. Yeah.
Let me make you some coffee. Let me make some coffee sandwiches.
About that fucking big. Yeah.
Look at that. There you go.
Big old fucking softball size ice cube. Yeah.
And who knows what fucking every new cleaning product that came out that year in the 50s was probably fucking poison. DDT. Yeah, I mean, shit. You're talking about the good stuff.
Asbestos, baby. Asbestos.
Oh, shit, yeah. Lead and everything. Radiation and everything.
Fuck yeah.
It was the good old days. The good old days.
Big old cake with Kraft cheese and lead paint chips and cigarette ash, because reasons.
I love when I hear about how the good old days. I'm like, motherfucker, I just had someone deliver me 40 McNuggets the other day, and I didn't have to move. These are the good old days. Yeah. Good as it gets.
Yeah, it's really quite sad.
While you're in air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got air conditioning, we got heaters, we got delivery, DoorDash. I mean, fuck.
Like when I was in Phoenix, I'm like, people have to build these things outside.
Yeah.
In the sun, like.
Actually, in the South, they build a lot of shit at night. There's a lot more night construction than there is during the day.
You can't do that in the city yet. So.
Yeah, but because I saw a lot of people building a lot of things like at high noon, 120 degrees. I'm just like,
most of the road work in Florida they do at night.
I still don't understand why they put the condenser unit on top of the roofs out there.
Swamp cooler.
There's got to be a reason. It's probably the flash flooding would be my guess.
Swamp cooler, yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah, where you guys are at, all the AC is on top of the roof.
The monsoon season kind of fucks with that.
Yeah, it's not like the actual air handler. It's just the it's just the Freon fucking air the air conditioning condenser, but they put it on the roof.
Tell us more.
This HVAC description has been brought to you by Kraft Cheese.
A lot of most of the AC units, even the whole thing, they put up on the roof. My last house had it up on the roof. Never saw the fucking thing. But my current one's right outside in the ground level. But basically, because it's monsoon, so it just sweeps and just throws shit across.
Are you higher up then? Are you in a higher elevated area then? If it's on the ground?
No. It's Phoenix is a big.
It's everywhere in the desert. I noticed in Vegas, Phoenix, just Tucson, 29 Palms.
I'm sure they have their reason. I don't really care. We're not here to discuss that. But let's keep discussing for another 10 minutes.
It was just something that
yeah.
Let's pad this out like Patterns the movie padded it out.
That was cold. I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, I wouldn't go.
What would you give the main secretary on the Clydesdale scale?
I'd give it to her.
Yeah. No. On the like what number would she be on the Clydesdale scale?
17.
17 Clydesdales? Wow.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, pie and a half.
Adam?
Threve.
Trolls.
I'd fuck her in smarts though.
Threve.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you fuck her in smarts. Good.
Smarts. That smarts weather gets you hot.
Yeah. 17. Yep.
Don't touch Willie. Good advice.
I'd go for Bill's son. Take a shot at him.
Nah, he's too Salminio for me.
Let's see if Ronnie Welsh is still alive. He's dead.
You gotta be dead.
1993.
Oh my god! Holy shit! That means
I
he
bet
had.
if I look it up, there's a real sad story about it.
I guarantee you, there's this fucking sad story of that one.
Brain cancer.
No, oh
Got
no,
at 52 of brain cancer.
oh my god,
The world sucked.
oh,
What a pussy.
He wasn't in Hitler either. Unfortunately.
No. I'm not interested.
He didn't have a part in the film Hitler.
Hitler, you're Hitler.
Shout out to Twilight Pone
Yep.
for the Hitler stuff.
Yes.
The only reason I know that.
No, yeah.
Frank,
Rod Serling.
Fred and John and Fred.
John and Fred.
Yeah.
From the Twilight poem, PWN.
Fun
Yeah.
show. It's a fun version we do, but like PG.
Very.
And then don't talk about Hitler nearly as much. Or the Secretary's
No.
weapon spreading margarine out on it.
Even though
There you
they
go.
are, even though they are right that
That's a show I just don't have any interest in.
Spreading Marjorie like she was a
Hold on.
bowl of margarine.
Hold on, Frank, what? Even though they what?
even though 80% of the entire cast was, from every Twilight Zone episode. So
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
They go over like where you know the people from, and they find their IMDb, and like so many people from Twilight Zone episodes are in this movie called Hitler, and nobody knows what the fuck it is.
Or as Tom
Hitler was
Elliott,
an exclamation point.
or as Tom Elliott would say, the hard-working actors of the day.
Yeah.
Well, if
He's
you watch
hard-working actor today.
watch Doctor Who, every British actor on the planet is in Doctor Who.
That's
Springtime
really
for
not
Hitler.
true at all.
The what?
Colin Farrell was not in Doctor Who.
Oh, give it time. When his career's over, he'll be in Doctor fucking Who.
Oh,
Because he's Irish. Aha, gotcha.
He'll probably be Doctor Who eventually if they ever get their dick out of their butt and make it work.
Wow, that's gay.
what?
Nothing. Doctor Who is woke as fuck, and nobody's watching.
It's a chick.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty woke.
Yeah, and she's
Everybody knows women can't be doctors.
black. Dude, she's a chick and she's Chinese.
They don't have the cranial capacity to interpret doctor stuff.
They don't have the anal capacity. Is that what you said?
Yes, they don't have the anal capacity to take my load.
I just
How
posted it here in the private chat. Is this it?
What is it?
Hitler.
Oh, Jesus.
Hitler!
Biopic of Adolf Hitler focusing on his relationships with various women from 1923 to 1945.
Wait, I thought that was Springtime for Hitler, the fucking play from the producers.
Yeah.
No.
No, that was
It's something totally different. Yeah.
I just watched that 2 days ago.
Oh, Producers is a great movie. I like the original version.
Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, the one with Zero Moselle.
Yeah, Zero Moselle, a genius.
I
love that one.
William Sargent, John.
Yeah.
Banner,
Zero Moselle and Gene Wilder did not get along on that movie.
You know what surprised me is I forgot that William Macy was in that, or no, William Hickey. William Hickey was in that. That guy has never changed. He's been the exact same guy. It's just when he got old, like his hair got a little whiter. That's
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's always been the same guy.
So what's the matter with you?
It's a popover.
We haven't done a Filthy Twilight Zone in a while.
Oh, shit.
I've shown this one before, but not on an official episode, just during the top 10, bottom 10, whatever.
I was gonna say this one's been this one's been there.
How the fuck do you know already?
You should have done a Filthy
what did you
Patterns.
say? A filthy what?
Filthy Twilight Zone?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I guess not.
What the fuck is happening with you today, Frank? Are you
No.
okay? Are you okay?
I thought you meant filthy as in cursing. I didn't
My
know
hands sweat just like
filthy as in
two
how you used to be in season 1, where all the entire story would lead to.
When Frank was a
Play
child,
the
he had a
video.
fever.
So, remember how I said Ronnie Welsh had died of brain cancer? Maybe go
Yeah.
get your stuff checked out, Frank. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't hear that part, but
Yeah, let's play this episode.
If you
This
see
is for,
double, that means you got a brain tumor. You better check it out.
This is for Little Girl Lost.
No shit.
I think I might have a brain tumor.
If you smell burnt toast, you're fucked.
What'd you do?
Daddy.
I'm right here. Now, come on out.
Missing one little girl. Last seen being
in bed by her mother a few hours ago.
Shut up!
Shouldn't we? Huh?
All over here.
Was as if you were going to on her.
No, it was as simple as that. Why hasn't Mac her yet? No. If it's what I think.
What's wrong with her face?
Kind of a gap.
Just like Maria Bamford.
Yeah, dude. It totally looks like Bamford.
Start around.
Stop looking around.
Bamford after a whole bottle of Adderall.
Oh.
You start for.
Where? Anywhere, the whole house.
Now let's just see how big this thing is.
What happened? I pulled you out. You mean to say you had hold of me all this time?
That's right.
Oh, Bill. You know, I didn't even feel you. Hey, listen, why didn't you want me to reach in there?
Any W this.
This is the remake of The Odd Couple.
Oh,
Another
yeah.
few seconds and half of you would have been here and the other half.
I think I saw this gay porno.
Yeah, I bet you
Despite a
did.
battery of every device known to
It's
man,
on a thumb drive.
electronic and otherwise, no result was ever achieved.
Very nice. Very well done.
Yay!
You should put them on the internet and make people watch them.
I did. They're on the YouTubes.
People can watch them on the YouTubes.
Yeah, they're all like those motion picture things you can click on and views them.
The talkies? The untalkies?
The mini movies that had the people on them.
Yeah, it's like a program you can click and watch.
That's neat.
Anyway,
I like that.
That was a random one. This one I haven't played on episode proper like today. Let's see here. What else we got to talk about? Oh,
I think we might be done.
yeah. Basically, it's a lot of condensing in the
Scores.
It
We
worked.
doing
Scores.
scores?
Didn't work for me.
Yeah.
The TV version, I'm going to give a 7. The movie, I gave an 8.
I would flip mine. I'd say movie 7, show 8. That's just,
I would give mine the same score. I don't think either one's worse or better than the. Well, they're both good in just subtle differences that I like about the TV show, but performances wise, definitely the movie. Yeah, 8 on both of them for me.
And great dialogue. Great. I mean, just the dialogue in it is great. It's very well done. I like it's. There's some good stuff here.
It's
a
a good story that I think's held up well. That still
Yeah.
can transcend. Yeah.
Francis?
So
Score?
Well, I can't give right. So the movie, I give it a good.
How many brain tumors do you give it? I just broke him. He's done.
fuck.
You give it a what?
Banana?
What is your score for the movie?
8 out of 10.
Okay, that's a good score. So yeah, solid all around.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
But
Both good. Both very good.
brain cells, banana.
We know that.
Yeah, and kind of going what we were just talking about there before we wrap up. Yeah, solid performances, and I like black and white movies. I almost prefer them, honestly.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
You're not distracted by much. This is a dialogue movie, and it doesn't really do anything else. There's nothing really to look at other than people talking, and it kept my interest. And I was like, I think I know where this is going, but I still want to watch it.
You brought up a good point with the Twilight Zone, the newer versions that are in color. It seems like half of the episode, more than half of the episodes, use the same filter. And once you see that filter, it's like it immediately shuts your brain down and puts you in autopilot, and you're like not focusing on the story anymore because you're so distracted by the overuse of the same filter on every single.
Is it the Marvel Cinematic Universe filter?
It's like that blue fucking filter.
That shiny sheen thing.
Yeah, throw that silver blue filter on, and they're like, now it looks sci-fi. Like, but not 7 out of 10 episodes. Come on.
When it's black and white, you don't have to worry about that. You're focusing on the story and what's going on in the scene. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely recommend, now that we're done talking about it, and then we spoil it, I definitely recommend watching both versions.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, say one, like I said, the movie would be my recommendation. But, yeah.
The differences are so subtle that it's not going to affect it one way or the other.
But the movie looked really good. The transfer was really nice.
Yeah.
The HD transfer was really good.
The TV show is going to be a little bit rougher to watch. It's not going to look as pretty, and it's but yeah, the movie looks gorgeous. The TV show is just there. It's a play. It's a televised.
It is a play. Yeah, it is.
It's interesting to watch a live TV production.
Yeah.
And see, they did that fucking thing live.
Well, especially when they mess up, like when they say something twice, and it's like, well, they couldn't fix that shit. They had to just keep going, So you appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. LIWstudios.com for me. LIWTZ Review on Twitter. Frank.
RedDragonsRadio.com and LIWstudios.com, where I believe Way Off Topic Radio is also able to be found now. Thank you, Phoenix.
RaidersOfLostFlicks.com, and you can also find me on YouTube, Raiders of Lost Flicks, and Raiders_OTLF on Twitter.
Do you like to read? Can you read? Buy my books on Amazon.com. The Monster Monroe on Amazon.com. Kindle. And buy it if you can. And Another Night.
Amazon.com.
Amazon.com.
Okay.
He's a natural pitchman.
I was about to fly to the Amazon.
And soon to come.
I have a book there too.
You know what? We need to do an episode where we QVC his books. Like we all just have a copy of it and we just QVC it for like 15 minutes.
No, I'm helping Dick out. And soon to come, audible.com.
Yes. Oh yes. That's we got to do that. That's on the to-do list.
So, a couple years, look for that.
Yes.
All right, so let's get out of here. Until next time. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Ray Links.
I'm Adam Wilcox.
Dick Ticket.
So long, citizens. So long, Bill Briggs.
Tittisons.
So long,
how much?
Andy Sloan. You dead fuck.
Bastard.
How much would it cost you to get Samuel L. Jackson to do your audiobook?
Oh, too much.
$1 million.
You get Sam Elliott and Sam Jackson to do it.
Elliott.
In Samuel L. Jackson's contract, you need to pay for I forget how many rounds of golf a week.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I get 7 rounds of golf, you motherfucker.
And you need to pay for I forget what it was. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with weed.
No, I don't think he smokes weed.
No.
I think he's not a weed guy. Yeah, cigars probably, yeah.
It is a certain type of cigar.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I think it was.
Well, probably Cuban, but I mean, I gotta stop smoking cigars. Oof. I've been buying them.
You are so East Coast.
I hate the smell of cigars.
I love cigars. Oh.
Never smoked a cigar.
I used to smoke Lucky Strikes. That was my go-to cigarette, but I can't find them anymore. They just don't exist. Love Lucky Strikes. I wanted to get a Lucky Strike tattoo right here. Like I was that serious about Lucky Strikes.
Wow. So glad you didn't.
But I didn't because I'm a Jew. And I can't get tattoos.
What a ridiculous reason.
In that case, you should have a tattoo on your wrist. Hey!
Yeah! It was the lottery numbers.
This fucking show.
He had the lucky numbers. Well, that's an old joke. He gave me the numbers.
It wasn't because I'm afraid of needles or nothing. I'm just such a fucking Jew.
That's it.
Aren't you?
No, I'm not. But I could never have the.
He's
I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick for a tattoo. It's just too.
I know
too much work. Yeah,
so. It's a 6-sided star.
I think I know what you should get. You can draw it with 2 lines.
The SS or swastika. Yeah.
Is there
the SS mark on your chest?
Well, no, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 6 lines.
Well, yeah, granted. Yeah. That's how you knew they were bad guys. They had an acid burn where the SS number was tattooed on them. That's how the British killed Nazi war criminals in Europe.
The Wolfensteiger.
Is that cocaine that Frank has in his hand? Look at that. What is that? No, the baggie that looks like powder.
Picard.
Heroin.
3 pounds of dope.
It's another
Pure
key.
eight.
It's another dime bag. Yeah.
Plate and a back plate.
You've been opening your Amazon packages?
It's his electrician stash.
From Colombia.
He stole it from work.
Not
I
a word of
couldn't
that,
hear
by
a
the way.
word of that. I never saw her once.
No, it's down, gonna see my gal.
It's I miss my drunk I miss my drunk uncle who used to just like say the weirdest random shit and you just would laugh because the way he said it. Oh my god, it was great.
He had Tourette syndrome?
No, he just was a drunk and he's a smart guy. He just was a drunk. Like he just go, yeah, no, I read Victor Hugo. He's okay. He'd be like shit like that. Just random shit. It's just fun to hear him talk. I gotta watch Peter Jennings. That was his guy. Like he gets time for
Oh, he froze.
Peter Jennings.
There he is.
That would have been a great face to like screenshot. I'm sad that it didn't stay that way.
Well, that time you froze and you didn't really, but it looked like you died or something.
Look like he's about to blow out a birthday cake. Don't look now, but you have a dick in your mouth.
Soul Taker. Joe Estevez.
Oh God. I feel like Joe Estevez, Soul Taker's movie for you. Robert
Roller Gator.
I can't believe you haven't seen Soul Taker.
No, I haven't seen Soul Taker. There's a lot of MSTs that I was not able to find for a while, so I
that was
I got because some of them you can't buy. So because for a while I had a subscription to Shout TV, and I actually unsubscribed from it because they don't change their stuff very often. So I just unsubscribed from it because they have a lot of MSTs on there, but it's like the same ones that you can buy. So it's because of the rights and all that shit. There's a lot of them you can't get your hands on now.
I downloaded them all. Months ago.
No.
Well, that's just it. It's just a matter of, do you want to just download it from somewhere, or if you want to download it, you can probably find it for sure.
And Amazon sometimes has really like blowout deals on the box sets, so I just buy them. Like I don't care.
I was going to get a couple of them when I came back home, and then by the time I got back home, because I couldn't order them when I was in Joliet, by the time I got back home, they were not on sale anymore. I was pissed.
That sucks.
I was fucking pissed.
That sucks.
I had all my favorites on there.
I'm gonna send you guys thumbsticks, like I said.
Yeah.
With all the Twilight Zones and Night Galleries.
Okay.
If you want, I can load up MST on there.
Oh, that'd be great.
I have every episode. So.
Yeah, I love watching those.
Great quality, but I don't need great quality with that show.
All I need is like TV quality for those.
Yeah.
They're literally I'm there for the jokes. I'm not there for the vivid restoration of Joel Hodgson's squinted eyes when he's fucking stoned out of his mind.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's weird. Soul Taker.
I'm a Mike Nelson guy. So.
Yeah,
I like Mike.
Seasons 8, 9, and 10 are like the cream of the crop.
Yeah, my favorite lineup was Mike and Trace and Kevin and
I love Trace Bueller. He was my favorite.
TV's Frank.
I like Bill. Yeah. I'm a Bill guy.
I like Bill. I got used to him.
I don't dislike Bill.
Took me a while,
my favorite lineup was when it was still Trace playing.
I like I just like Trace's voice.
Trace's voice or Trace's riffing was the best shit.
Yeah,
I could take or leave him as Forrester, but
when
he was doing the jokes, it was great.
Forrester van on me, so
what's that?
That's Pearl's van. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
I got Pearl's van. That's my favorite lineup. My favorite seasons.
Oh, you like Pearl is the Mads better than Frank and
they changed it up. It changed up enough, and they were trying to make it different every episode. It got stupid, but that was part of the
Well,
fun.
when they kept having like the ongoing thing, like where they're in a dungeon week after week after week, I got a little tired of that.
Well, I was just fast forward that stuff and go to the movie. Like I just went straight.
I watch that stuff. I'm
I
stupid like that.
I would watch it with my dad. My dad would always fast forward that part because he's wanting to get to the movie.
My favorite is God. What was they're watching a western and they do the mirror universe shit from Star Trek. Like they totally would do a whole episode of Star Trek in like minutes. It was fucking brilliant.
I did like when Mike Nelson dressed up as Janeway.
Janeway? I know, I love that shit.
Left a good job in the city!
Yeah.
I don't know. And then...
good job in the city.
I just watched the one where Joel Hoskins came back to the Satellite of Love, that episode. I think it's Soul Taker. That's Soul Taker.
Crow?
Yeah.
Your agonizer, please.
Yeah.
Your agonizer, please.
Joel comes back in Soul Taker, huh?
Joel comes back in Soul Taker.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to leave, right? And he's like, no, I'm just here to do repairs in the ship.
Yeah.
He does some repairs and then...
Hey, you guys are doing pretty good. What's going on? And then Mike comes. Hey, Mike, this is Joel. Oh, hey.
I got a job manager at Fishy's.
Yeah.
So how'd you get that job? Man,
I'm gonna watch that shit tonight.
I love Time Chasers though. That's one of my favorites.
And he's like, "How about you get us out of here?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't wanna."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna head out." That's his explanation.
All this weekend when everybody kept talking, because by the way, in case you didn't know, Florida won the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it this year. Fuck that.
I'm not into football, so all I ever think of is Laser Blast when they go, "Are you ready for some football?"
Yeah. Are you ready for some football? That's somebody that wasn't ready for some football. I could eat him. Put him in a microwave.
That movie is painfully bad. I think it's like on a top 10 list, like everywhere of like worst movies.
That's what we're saying. It's on our list, though. It's on the B Movie Battle 3.
You picked some good ones. You really did. Like, there's a couple of them on there even I haven't fucking seen.
But Leonard Maltin gave it 2.5 stars. Remember?
He would, because he mentioned it in the episode. You know, Leonard Maltin gave us 2.5 stars.
2.5 stars, really?
Oh, and I like it when Nelson plays that old guy from fucking.
Yeah.
Jessica Tandy and somebody really, really old and.
I wish they would show the promos.
Hugh Cronin.
There was, I don't know if the DVDs would have all the promos, but remember when MSC was on Comedy Channel and Sci-Fi, but they'd have promos.
I wonder if the DVDs have those promos.
I wonder if they. I don't know. It should.
Teller. Oh, it's Penn Jillette.
Was it?
Yeah, Penn Jillette did those, and yeah, they're all in the DVDs.
Okay,
and they're on there.
Okay, because I remember. Some of them, because sometimes there's random stuff on the DVDs. Because there's like a random interview with Frank talking about his last episode, and there's like a segment with him, and then there's a special feature with like they don't even talk about Trace Billy leaving. So I'm like, well, shit, Frank gets the special one.
I'm kind of sad that
the Laser Blast, right?
Yeah, Laser Blast is the last Trace episode, I think.
Yeah, because the last episode of season 7 he left. There's only like 7 episodes that year.
That's when they went to Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, that's when he leaves as a star baby.
Yes. No. They all did, I think, didn't they?
I feel bad that the reboot of that didn't work out, because I mean they really were fucking trying, man. I feel like they were trying to cater it to the wrong eye. I liked it too.
The Netflix one?
Yeah, they were.
Netflix is just cheap. Netflix didn't want to do more seasons, so they had to pay more.
How fucking cheap can you get in showing old movies with a cheesy fucking set?
Because they don't want to pay the performers more money. They're cheap. Netflix is cheap as fuck. That's just what they are. That's how they manage to hide all that money.
Then get rid of Patton Oswalt and Felicia Day and just get somebody else in there. I could take or leave those two guys.
I'm fine with that.
Just Felicia Day.
They can dump both of those guys and just
fuck that bitch. That's all I gotta say. She's a cunt. I don't like Felicia Day.
Patton would have done that for free.
Yeah,
he would have done it for free.
Felicia Day thought I was hitting on her.
You could tell his heart was in it, at least.
And I was not. Like, Felicia Day's a bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it came off like I wanted to fuck you, but I didn't get anything that pretty in person, so fuck you, Felicia Day. I don't care.
You know who I did like is
this live?
From Reno 911, when she's like Pearl's clone. That was
fun.
Oh,
no.
She looked a lot like her.
Trudy?
But Pearl was one of the original writers. She's been there since the beginning.
She's a good riffer, too. I liked her when she was on Cinematic Titanic. She was fucking great on there. All right. Mystery Science Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We love it.
All right. Thank you.
You really should just relax.
The Soul Taker.
We're going to play this. Repeat to yourself. It's just a movie. And we'll
really should just relax.
Here we go. Song.
Well, where's my dad?
Well, it should be obvious to even the most dim-witted individual who holds an advanced degree in hyperbolic topology that Hope Benson has stumbled into the third dimension.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
Homer, where are you?
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW The Twilight Zone review, episode 219. Frank's confused. Cartoons are in 2D. That's why they're in the third dimension. That's why it's a surprise. We are talking about Requiem for a Heavyweight from 1962 today. I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Frank in Idiot Links.
I am Adam Wilcox.
Dick.
Do you have some fucking strawberries or dates?
Carrot.
Hey, some carrots beforehand. Our vision's all set.
I can't see the other side.
What side did you eat them from? Oh, did you get it?
I did. Okay, we're talking about Requiem for a Heavyweight. And I watched both versions. Adam, Dick, did you watch both versions?
Yes.
Dick did not. Okay. So
I'm really out of the loop on this one because I didn't see it.
Good job, Adam.
At all?
I've seen the movie, but I haven't seen it. It wouldn't load for me, so I couldn't watch it again. But I saw clips online, so I know what it's about.
Fucking cop out.
They don't think us online.
Frank, did you at least watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Recently? Within the past year?
Yeah, like 2 hours ago I rented it.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
He didn't watch Patterns.
Okay, right side. That's right side. Stuff to watch it.
I was the first one to watch Patterns of all of you. I beat you by a year.
Left side. Yeah, but we also rewatched it today.
I didn't have to rewatch it.
Great.
And I knew what they made, and then I used it. So what's that say?
Well, I know that Adam likes Jack Palance better than Anthony Quinn, which is I just understand
let's get into that. We're gonna go back and forth comparing the two.
I love Jack Palance.
Okay, Adam, state the business for Jack Palance here. I don't get it.
I don't know. I think Anthony Quinn kind of overplayed the punchy side of it, like a little too much, like almost to the point to where like his performance is just like annoying me. Whereas Jack Palance seemed a little bit more sincere.
Was I the only one that thought he was on the spectrum and a boxer?
Yeah.
Well, usually boxers are on the spectrum.
Well, probably because it's longer too, but I think Anthony Quinn's just like, I'm a punchy boxer. I'm like, you really need to like take it down a notch. It's just how I felt personally.
This man's never taken a punch in his life.
First of all,
he was too Lenny of Mice and Men.
This story is not my favorite because this story has been done so many fucking times.
Before this?
I don't know if it was before this, but I've seen this story so many times that this just didn't work for me at all. Like either one, the TV show or the movie.
No.
But if I had to choose, I would say that the movie's better by far, but the TV performance that Jack Palance did, I liked better than Anthony Quinn. Anthony Quinn, I think, was overdoing it.
Did he win an Emmy for it, Rod Serling or Jack Palance?
No. He did for Patterns. I don't know about this.
Okay.
Patterns is way better than this, in my opinion. I enjoyed Patterns a lot more because it was something that I hadn't seen, whereas with this one, it's a story that I've seen in so many different movies, and it's like, okay, fine.
Was this a work for hire job though for Rod, or was this the one that he wanted to do?
It doesn't feel like a passion project at all, man. It just feels like TV movie of the week, performance vehicle of the week.
No,
I was a boxer. He's an amateur boxer.
Rod wrote this script and then drove out to Hollywood with it from Ohio, from the Finger Lakes in New York.
This was his first script, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so. Okay.
He won. I'm looking up what he won. He won twice for Playhouse 90 scripts. It doesn't say what, because he wrote a bunch in a year, So
yeah, but he would submit them in from New York, that's where the Cuyahoga.
Maybe it's because the fact that it was Anthony Quinn, Mickey Rooney, and Jackie Gleason. I had higher expectations for this than what I got.
I won't disagree with you on the fact that it is a little underwhelming of a story, but Patterns is way better. It's light years ahead of this, but it's just still an interesting watch. I'm glad I watched it. I've heard about it for years, and I finally sat down and watched it. I'm glad.
I didn't hate it, but I probably won't rewatch it.
Definitely, no. I'll rewatch Patterns.
There's no rewatchability. Patterns, I've seen Patterns.
And I'll be honest with you, both the TV and the movie version, I caught myself dozing off multiple times.
Now, I have a question because the one I watched was from 1958, I want to say.
56?
56, that's it.
So Frank did not watch the movie.
Was that the TV version?
That was the TV version. Who was the main star for you?
Well, I mean, they're all so damn young, and that one was in black.
They look nothing alike. Was it Jack Palance or Anthony Quinn?
Anthony Quinn. Like the punchy, like the punchy, like the punchy. What's his face was in it? It was the one guy, the other guy, and then the guy from the second Twilight Zone episode.
Jackie Gleason. Oh, okay, that was the TV
one
version.
for the Angels.
Okay, so you watched the TV version. You did not watch the movie.
Okay, I tried to watch the movie, but it kept pausing at the bar scene.
Okay,
I don't know why.
Could have rented it if you wanted to.
Yeah, I know, but I thought that was the TV because usually the TV.
Adam, could I have been more clear?
Movie, right?
I feel like I'm in the meeting from Patterns right now. I feel like you're just berating him
Bill,
for no fucking reason. You're treating him like Bill. Like it's okay, Frank.
Saying, dude, all I'm saying is, like, in my head, 60 or 56 was the whether a movie or a TV show came after one or the other. I wanted to consume the original source that Serling wrote that came out first. I didn't want to see I guess if it was the film in 62, right?
Yeah, the movie's in 62. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find the TV movie here.
Are you pretending like you had motivation behind you're watching the wrong one?
Yeah. My motivation was I you know me, I can't stand prequels, sequels.
But Frank, you didn't do that for Patterns, so there goes that.
I didn't know that there was a different version than what I saw.
Did you know that Rod has a brother named Robert J. Serling, who's also a writer? Have you seen his stuff?
No, but I know he has a brother that's a pilot.
Magellan?
Yeah. He's a writer. He writes for Aviation Weekly.
Yeah. That's where he got all his plane stuff.
So, yes, I did know this, Dick.
Okay, Bottom Row, you're looking up shit. Let's just get into it.
Did you know he smoked 5 packs a day?
Yeah.
Who?
That's obvious.
Yeah,
that's obvious. That was average.
At least you watch a version. That's all that really matters. Because honestly, Frank, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two.
No.
The movie has Anthony Quinn. I liked Anthony Quinn more. I like Jack. I like both actors just fine. But Anthony Quinn, for me, he was a bit dopey and he was a bit too talking like that.
He was overdoing it. Yeah.
But I also felt like he had more humanity behind him. And I felt like Jack Palance's version of it, it could be just the writing. They didn't have enough time to get through it. I just felt like he didn't seem as sweet. He didn't seem like he was a real person to me.
Oh, I disagree. By the way, Frank, Requiem for a Heavyweight, the one that you watched was 56. So, yeah 56 for the TV movie and 62 for the actual movie.
Okay, yeah, I watched the TV
movie. They're not that dissimilar. The ending is the only thing that's really different.
Yes, I like the ending of the TV one way better than the movie version. The movie version is depressing as fuck.
We'll get into that later. But
all right.
Basically, the plot, real quick, broad strokes, is boxer. He gets in the movie. He loses to Cassius Clay, to Muhammad Ali.
I liked that.
Yeah.
In the TV version, he loses some fucking guy, and they shoot it from outside
Mike
the arena.
Tyson.
They don't want to pay for it. Mike Tyson.
No, it was Sugar Ray.
Yeah. No, it was
George
band.
Foreman.
the guy
George
that
Foreman.
Sugar Ray the band, not the fighter.
Conor McGregor.
But the point is,
It was Popeye.
They showed outside the arena. You don't ever see the actual fight. But he loses. And
He just comes out. He's like, "Yeah, I fucked him up. Yeah, yeah." You know.
The doctor checks him out, and he's like, if he fights one more time, he's going to go blind. And then we see that his manager has bet money against him.
I know. In the
In the movie, you see that right away. In the TV version, you don't know that till later.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the TV version better with that. Because I don't want to know that right up front. Because then there's no reveal.
So, question: in the movie and the TV, was it both? Did he bet on him in the third to go down?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, he did. He did in both versions. It's just the TV version didn't reveal that right away.
Yeah, the TV version waited till later when he does that speech, like and he's trying to convince him to be a wrestler, and he's like, "You need to do this for me. Like if I really didn't believe in you, I wouldn't have bet against you." It didn't make any sense. The speech, by the way, if I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't have bet against you in the third to lose. And I'm like, no, that's exactly what you'd do if you didn't believe in him.
In the movie, they reveal that right in the first act, and it undercuts any emotion that you're going to have for that.
He loses the fight, and then you see the manager running through the streets from the mob, and he ends up right back at the arena.
That was the fucking funny part. Watching Jackie Gleason run. All right, watching Jackie Gleason run. The only thing that would be funnier than that is watching me run. All right, but watching Jackie Gleason run was worth every fucking moment. He's literally running in this fucking movie, and I'm like, oh my god, is Jackie Gleason really running? And it's like you could see the other guys trying really hard not to catch up to him. You know, it's fucking hilarious. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but I laughed really hard watching that.
Jackie Gleason lived another 25 years.
I don't know how.
It was all right.
When I get home, I'm gonna punch him right in the mouth.
He bet money against this phone fighter. Blah blah blah. Basically, the story is 4 characters in total. You got our main fighter. You got his manager. You have another guy who's just there to be a sweetheart manager. I don't know what the guy does.
He's the assistant manager.
Yeah, right.
You mean Mickey Rooney?
Yeah,
Mickey Rooney and that old guy from that fucking grandfather clock episode that we hate so much. Yeah.
No, that's the TV version.
Yeah.
They could afford Mickey.
And then we have the woman who works at the job placement center, whatever that's called, whatever her name is. Who cares about characters?
Unemployment office.
Yeah. But that's it. 4 characters. That's really it. They didn't do anything with the Cutman role, Mickey Rooney. They didn't do anything with that at all. I felt like they could have probably cut that out because what did that add to the story? I have no idea. They barely did anything with the character.
They actually cut it more in the movie, yeah.
I think it existed to have Mickey Rooney in the movie.
No, he's in the TV version. He
has a bigger role in the TV version than he does in the movie. Yeah.
In the TV version, it's Ed Wynn and his son Keenan Wynn, both Twilight Zone alum. I didn't realize they were father-son.
Neither did I till just now.
Yeah, I found that out. I was like, "Holy shit!"
I was today years old when I found that out.
Yeah, and you realize when you hear Keenan Wynn's voice, you go, "Oh, that's where he got that." His weird dad.
Wasn't he in that Beaumont episode about the bullfighter?
Yeah. Okay. He's also in World of Difference, Twilight Zone.
Yeah, he's in a few of them. Or
he's in that one. His dad.
He's in a lot. Yeah.
His dad's in One for the Angels and 90 Years Without Slumbering. The episode that's fucking atrocious. In my bottom 10, and Frank kind of liked it.
Which one was that?
The one where he has to keep a grandfather clock alive to stay alive.
He's banging a grandfather clock.
Yeah.
I like the because it was Ed Wynn. That's all.
This won't count.
The man's adorable.
For my Filthy Twilight Zone, but do you want me to play the Filthy Twilight Zone version of that?
Yeah. Do it.
I feel like it helped.
We need a tension cutter right now.
I have to find it real quick.
And
I don't have it on hand.
But by the way, I listened to the show that you put together of all of them combined.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. 20 minutes of me trying to breathe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's talking about your super cut of the Filthy Twilight Zones.
I did a filthy cut of the Twilight Zones?
Super cut.
I honestly, no joke right now, not making funny, Frank. I did that?
Yeah.
When?
Unless somebody else did it and uploaded it.
When did I do that?
About 2 months ago.
I am the worst. Okay.
I won't argue with you.
You probably shouldn't.
You're working so hard, you're literally doing stuff in your sleep, and you don't even remember it.
I can't even find 90 Years Old Slumbering. There it is. All right. This will not count as our today's Filthy Twilight Zone, but I want to let you know that we're talking about it.
You see that, Adam? We're coming for you this season, Adam.
That's all right. Won the Super Bowl, Frank.
Hold on.
My grandfather's was too large for the so it stood 90 years on the floor. Though it weighed not a penny weight more.
Such a long.
In fact, you haven't been out of your room all day.
Well, my been acting up today. I can't seem to get it regulated just right, you know. Of course, with a as old as that, well, you're bound to run into problems, you know. Oh, now you ignore that. Just ignore the and ignore me.
Then he touches her.
I've got a great grandchild coming, and I plan to stay around a while to him, to watch him. Come on downstairs, and I'll get you a good cup of hot chocolate. Be careful of the steps, you know. I think I cheated your friend. That old hasn't been running right for the last 40 years. Why, it's taken everything I ever laid in making just to keep it going.
Really, Grandpa?
Yep,
that episode should be called "Fuck My Dignity." Seriously,
it's terrible.
It is really bad.
It should be called "There's Just Something Wrong with My Cock."
It's embarrassing for the actor.
My grandfather's cock was too big for the. I don't know what he says after that.
Singing to a grandfather singing to a grandfather clock.
Hold on, Adam. Do you get it? Do you get it?
Whoa! Mind blown, dude.
Frank, do you get it? They're both grandfathers. Hold on. Do you get it? He's about to be a grandfather. His daughter's pregnant. Do you get it? You get it?
You're fucking him up right now.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
This is why I need to watch them and then break.
Whoa!
Bottom 10 episodes.
That episode does suck a big fat grandfather.
It's not my
cock.
top 10 either. It's like my top 20.
It's bad.
Your top 20's fucked. That's terrible.
Yeah, and your bottom 20's shit.
Whoa!
So,
whoa! He
what?
really got you with that
what?
one.
Oh, you want some of this?
Go, bro.
Let's go. I got Under Armour on.
All right, man. All right. Let's agree to disagree, man. All right.
All right. Yeah.
Bitch, be cool.
You're wrong, but
chill
let's
that fucking
agree.
bitch out.
Okay.
Smart move.
Anger management after my third arrest. We'll agree to let bygones be bygones.
I'm usually wrong. I'll still fight.
Okay. Speaking of, Requiem for a heavyweight.
Requiem.
Yeah, Requiem for a heavyweight. Here's my notes for the movie. Extended card playing sequence. Extended beer date with Psycho. Extended I am now a wrestler convo. They keep talking forever for scenes.
It's Serling.
So this is the reverse patterns, basically.
Yeah. This was
because you like the talking scenes and patterns, but this is just not working out.
Patterns has something to say. This, like I predicted this one 13 seconds after I started watching it. It ended exactly the way, especially the movie. The movie is even worse than the TV show version.
Frank,
the way I look at it, Adam, this has to happen first so patterns can be as good as it is.
That's fine. Everybody has to build up to something. But if we're judging it as an individual episode, it's subject to criticism. So
definitely, yeah.
Especially since it was made twice. It was made twice.
Happened after Patterns too. Both versions happened after.
Patterns is way better. Was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be, and this was just.
We're doing these in chronological order for a reason because my brain works that way. So we're going in order. So after this, we're doing 7 Days of May, which is 64, and then we're doing Planet of the Apes, which is 68.
I don't have anything.
Okay. So because of your brain that works the way, you understand where I was coming from, thinking of why I watched what I watched.
I don't have anything against Anthony Quinn. I think he's a fantastic actor. I just didn't like his performance in this. I thought he's overdoing it.
I thought his performance didn't work for the boxer part. Because I'd be like, you should have called him years ago, got him the fuck out of there. But I felt it worked better for the romantic subplot they did, and for the redemption part. Jack Palance, I felt like he was just stumbling through scenes.
I think Jack Palance had more of a redemption than the movie version.
The story. Are you talking about the story? Or are you talking about the performance?
Both. Because Jack Palance gets to interact with a kid on the train, and you see that he actually does like kids, and there's more. I feel like there's more layers to him than the Anthony.
He likes kids, huh?
We got a dip and dick here. He's a dipping.
I can hear the ice cubes clicking. Yeah.
Yeah.
In all honesty, my brain went right.
Wow,
there.
you were able to produce that much just now with the camera off. I'm impressed, man. That's a lot of nut right there.
Wow, dude! Congratulations.
I was dipping my cookie in my milk. That's what I was doing.
You should sell that to the sperm clinic and make some money.
You were eating Oreos, so
he can't go to the clinic because apparently he's 5 years old. So yeah, eating Oreos and milk.
The chocolate chip cookie, but whatever.
Oh,
that look like an Oreo.
It's homemade chocolate chip cookie. I can't show it anymore because they're all gone.
Hold on, made in your home or someone else's home?
No, Mom made them.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say
Mommy made them. So what?
I miss my mommy's cookies.
They're fucking good too.
You know what I think about when I think of food and you is every meal you had to have a French loaf with it.
I'm guilty of that. I'll admit that. Yeah.
I was like, why do you buy so much
baguette?
You have French bread with it. Yeah.
I was like, you're having like cereal. Why do you need a French loaf?
Is it because you watch TV? Is it because you watch TV shows and you realize that on TV shows and movies, everybody that buys groceries has a baguette hanging out of the fucking bag in the sack? Always a stalk of celery and a fucking baguette.
That's why I love that movie Munich so much when they kill the guy with the bags of groceries. He's got a baguette sticking out, and they just blow him away, and he just dies.
And then I mean, you don't see it, but they obviously go take the baguette. I mean,
the best use of a baguette in a movie is fucking French Connection. Like the guy kills it, steals the fucking baguette. And I'm thinking, you know how many hands have touched that fucking thing in just this scene alone?
Doesn't the transporter kill like 20 people with a baguette once?
Probably.
That's a breadstick, I think.
Been a while since I've seen these.
I did Neon Maniacs on BMB, and I stopped and paused on the bag of groceries and talked about the French baguette there.
The most overused fucking thing.
Because it also had a book on spoons or something like that. And I was like, what is that book he's buying?
I bet you Tommy Wiseau read that book.
Yeah.
That guy's got a spoon fetish, big time.
Well, I mean, I feel as though more people need to read about spoons because people misuse their spoons way too much. You do not use a spoon to spread butter on an English muffin.
I'm going to record that later and make that my ringtone. Everything you just said in that sentence. I need that. I need that in my life so much. You talking about why people need to read about spoons. Please say it again. Just for me. Just say it all again.
It's already there in posterity.
Oh, Jesus, that was fucking funny. Oh, my God.
All right, so he has to look for a job after.
I guess that was Dick's phone.
It's not.
It clearly was.
Professionals.
Nobody else is looking around the room. Just the guy off camera saying it wasn't him. How convenient. Okay.
Every show.
In the movie, he's been a pro for 17 years. In the TV show, it's 14. And he has to go look for a job. And in the movie, they do a couple different scenes with him looking for a job. In the TV show, it's just one. And he meets that girl immediately. Some slight differences there. I just felt like the movie. I like the movie better. It's. I don't know. I like the performances. I really liked what's his name, Jackie Gleason in the movie. He sold the movie.
He's good. Yeah,
he's the best part of the movie for me. And Ed Wynn and Keenan Wynn in the TV show were they just didn't write anything for him to do, so they just kind of stand there.
I mean, that's why. I mean, I did not like it because I thought. I mean, I haven't seen obviously the '62 one, but this one, no like lead character really stood out and stole the show because they were all.
I don't know. I thought Jack Palance was acting his ass off in this one.
Oh, at Punchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I said it was like he was like half, on the spectrum and a boxer.
Can we show a clip of Jack Palance versus Anthony Quinn?
Yeah, side by side comparison. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Also, subtle differences. The character's main name, Mountain McClintock, with Jack Palance, Mountain Riviera with Anthony Quinn.
Well, he's ethnic, so you gotta.
Sure.
Tip the hat to the.
Yeah, you can't make a
lazy Mexicans,
right?
I don't even know what ethnicity Anthony Quinn is.
I think he's
in black and white. How can you tell?
How about we choose one scene, and I'll do.
I read his biography though, Anthony Quinn. He fucked a lot. He talks about it in depth in his biography. Like when he was like 12, he was fucked.
Graphic.
Oh, it's pretty funny. Like he talks about how the first woman he screwed, his grandma grabbed his pecker and said, "Look at this, it's wet. You fucked." Like she did that to him.
I'm gonna do
Jesus Christ. I mean, like
that was in the bio.
I mean, shouldn't the girl have already been there at the time if it was still wet? I mean,
well, he just said he looks like he's Japanese.
I'm going to do this scene where he meets the female.
Yeah, I was just going to suggest one of those.
I don't know whether this is going to start playing because obviously I can't play it. But.
Is that Jack Palance?
No, that's Anthony Quinn.
Okay.
I'm going to play.
Yeah, I think you're making a joke. I get it.
About a minute, and then we'll see.
Whoa, what am I supposed to write down? Doc, the doc said no more. He looked into my eyes. You see, I mean, you can't see, but he looked in there and he said 1 or 2 more, and I might go blind.
Does anybody else understand that?
I mean, it's just a bum break, that's all. 1952, they ranked me number 5. I'm not kidding you. They ranked
I see where Robert De Niro ripped off Raging Bull.
I could have been a contender.
Marciano.
Could have been
somebody. But they had me up.
Yeah, okay, so that's a sample of
that's Quinn.
Anthony Quinn.
Definitely on the spectrum and a boxer.
Yeah, let me pull up the TV version.
Jack Palance version.
Here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Jack Palance.
Palance.
Number 1. A guy.
Yeah. Who've been your past employers?
Wait, you see, I haven't had any past employers. I mean, like you mean down here in this paper. I've been kind of on my own. Except you might say I've been working for Mace.
Mace?
Yeah, all I've been doing 14 years is fighting.
Fighting?
In a ring.
A professional prize fight?
Yeah.
Okay, so
he sucked.
No, I don't know. Jack Palance is pretty good.
I think Palance is better.
I don't know. I don't know.
He was going word for word from the other guy, and I just didn't like the fact I understood every single one of them.
Well, it's the same script, Frank, word for word.
It's the same script, but
the thing is when Jack Palance talks, he's enunciating his words. He's never doing that. I got too much of that out of Quinn. It was bugging me.
I think Jack Palance looks too emaciated compared to Quinn. Quinn looks like more like a fire.
He just looks like a giant skeleton.
Yeah, he
does. I don't believe he's a heavyweight. He's not a heavyweight.
No, you're supposed to be drinking like 17 raw eggs and shit. Palance is over there like starving. Like I just got out of Auschwitz and shit. But I used to box.
Fuck this show.
I didn't say anything about that today.
Too soon? I mean,
no.
You have 3 more years till you can say that.
That's my job, Frank. Don't you forget it.
I don't own my camp.
Controversy. That's me.
I expected Dick to climb over there like it's a fucking ring, and just attack you. And Frank's over
here. You don't take my shtick. That's my shtick.
That's good. Yeah.
No more your Jewish words.
It's my fucking bit. No, you stole my bit. You stole my bit.
I only have one.
That's it. My hate bit.
I guess I'll say goodbye to my bit.
That's all I have in my heart. In my heart is my hate.
You still on the books.
When I used to fight in the ring, I fought in the ring. You know.
Adam, I do agree with you. I could see how that would annoy some people. It didn't bother me because you better get fucking used to it. That's part of the reason it didn't bother me.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half of that.
I think part of it too, like the experience for me is okay because you brought up a good point. Did this one do it first? Probably. It's kind of like Shakespeare. Okay, it's like after you've seen 15 versions of Hamlet, you go back and watch an older one. Does it have the same effect on you as maybe one that comes later? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like this story. Right. This story has been done so many fucking times. And, you know, Mickey Rourke and Marissa Tomei and The Wrestler, it's the same fucking story. I mean, it's a very cliche fucking story, man.
Only at least you see her naked.
Yeah,
well, that's true. Yeah. Topless through the whole fucking thing. Yeah,
Marissa Tomei is.
She is built like a brick shithouse for sure.
God damn, drunk and hide the pickle every night.
And the thing is she's supposed to look all strung out in that movie, and it's not working. I'm like, nope, you still look hot, woman.
And you're just like, okay, fuck it.
Like
out here because he is
when she's in the scene, it's like, what? What did you say something? I gotta back it up. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, and it's like I remember being 5 watching My Cousin Vinny and her in a blue, like just head to toe spandex, going like this.
But it's
I didn't find her sexy in that movie at all. I really didn't.
It's the old prize fighter that
hold on.
has to walk away from
Rourke? Oh.
No, my cousin's Vinny. Not Wrestler. Yeah, no. Wrestler got fucking hard on the whole movie.
She was adorable, My Cousin Vizzy.
Of course, the only thing with Mickey Rourke is you didn't have to like add anything to his face. He already looks fucked up from years of getting punched in the fucking face. So
I just want to wrestle.
I posted something a long time ago that said Mickey Rourke fought the lead singer of Goo Goo Dolls and won his hair. They had the exact same hair, and that blonde like this thing, and nobody liked it on Twitter. That's fucking funny.
Don't see you.
What movie was
I just want you to know who I am.
Twitter sucks. Nobody likes Twitter.
It was him, and it was who was it? It was like this like indie movie, and it was like the movie was like a one-name movie.
The Wrestler.
No.
Was Mickey Rourke or Marissa Tomei?
Raging Bull.
Yeah, it had Mickey Rourke in it, and it was about a chick.
Yeah, you get worse. 9.5 weeks.
No, just let's move on. I won't remember it. Sorry.
I need more information.
Thanks.
More information needs to come into this conversation.
Sorry, I brought it up, but he had the haircut. That's what made me laugh.
You know, that one film that's got that guy that we like. You know.
Okay.
That's as close as I'm gonna get.
Here is the closest I can get to Mickey Rourke. It's not a very good one, but here's the Goo Goo Dolls guy. He had a Karen haircut.
So fucking 90s.
And then
yeah, butt chin. Oh my god. Is that Mickey Rourke?
Oh yeah, he looks like dog shit now.
Oh
man.
my god, that's an old picture of Mickey Rourke.
He really looks like dog here.
Yeah, it's a bounty hunter.
He's about to find some bounty. Yeah.
Sin City.
That's Mickey Rourke. That cannot be Mickey Rourke. That is not Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, he's.
He doesn't even look like a human.
He was rode hard and put away wet for sure.
Yeah,
here's before and after.
There's before and after. Yeah.
He looks like Eric Roberts in the other picture.
And
you know,
boxing. The reason he looks like this, he did a boxing movie in like 90, 91, somewhere in there.
He was a boxer.
Yeah, but
he left acting to be
hardcore into it, and then he ruined his fucking face. Then to repair it.
Got the shit knocked out of him. And I remember that one on the left, A Year of the Living Dangerously, was the last movie I'd seen him in. And then the next time I see Mickey Rourke, I'm like, was the Sin City movie. And I'm like, that's not Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, dude. Sin City was great.
It's a great movie, and he's great in it, but that's really his face. That's not...
Yeah.
I know. There wasn't too much Mickey needed.
There he is in The Wrestler. Yeah, he really looks like that. It's...
fucking Mickey Rourke manages to get comebacks every 5 years, and yet he fucks it up because he doesn't stop talking.
Him and Travolta get attempts after attempts, and they come out with movies made by Fred Durst. And you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
we need to review that one too. You really need to see the fanatic.
Yeah, I'm
here in the house.
You guys need to see the fanatic.
I've seen it.
It's a pleasant train wreck. I love it.
Oh, Bobby, I'm a Bobby. Oh,
Poppycock.
Poppycock.
I love Devin Sawa.
Like I mean, there's a few movies
awful.
Durst did that I heard was good.
Oh, Devin Sawa saying, "You want this little biscuit? Want to hear some biscuit?
You like some biscuit, little man?
That's hot.
Biscuit. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
So
but it's not a bad. But it's not a badly directed movie. It's just
it is.
It's not. I mean,
it's terrible.
Fred
It's fucking awful.
is a genius.
Well, it's not like it's a terrible movie. Like I've seen worse.
Well, but I mean, it's for.
What else did he directed another movie? He directed another movie. What was it? Let me look it up.
He did like 5.
For Travolta, it's definitely what it is it's Travolta really pissed at himself for passing up Forrest Gump and trying to do Forrest Gump in a movie that's not like Forrest Gump. It's Forrest Gump directed by Fred Durst. That's what he's doing.
Didn't Forrest Gump just have like a 25-year anniversary?
Who cares?
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those I'm old moments.
No, the I'm old moment was when I was at a doctor's office and in the elevator they're playing Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle. I'm like, fuck, I'm old. That's elevator music now?
You are 10 years older than all of us, so...
Yeah, when you hear Guns N' Roses in a fucking elevator, you know you're fucking old.
Yeah, he's directed a lot of music videos. It seems to be all he's done.
I didn't want to hear Guns N' Roses. Why are they playing this? I don't think the year it is. I was like, this is awful.
A redneck fucker from Jacksonville!
Adam's I'm old moment was there was nobody there to hit the button in the elevator for me.
Fuck you, Frank.
Where's my attendant? Where's
the guy with the uniform?
Where's Carl?
Please, there's nobody there.
Next car. Keep going.
What do I do? I need to go to 6. Fuck.
Where's that man with that darker complexion than me that hits those buttons?
I know.
He's got a uniform fancier than fucking general from like the chief of staffs, Going up.
Okay, Playhouse 90 versus the movie. The Playhouse 90 was missing a lot of transition sounds. I don't know if you can notice that, Adam.
Yeah.
Like when they're walking from scene to scene that nobody's talking, there's just no sound. And I'm like, it must be part of the live version.
Yeah,
because
it's cheap.
It just goes silent. It's weird.
Or maybe the restoration you were watching too. I mean, it
wouldn't just cut out that specific.
The movie's visually more appealing, but I just structure wise, there's a huge difference between the movie and the TV show, and I think the movie wears out its welcome after a while. Just kind of keeps
like
going.
Things short and concise. I like things stretched out a bit more because I want to see the development, especially for these two scripts for Patterns and Requiem. Because the point is, they get to a point. He gets to a point in the movie where he is willing to become a wrestler because his manager fucked him over so bad. But he's such a nice guy, he doesn't want to fuck him over back.
Which is depressing as fuck.
Yes, that's fine.
The TV show he's on a redemption arc, and he's actually going to go through. And he's going to start a second life. And I like that story better than the movie.
They cut out all the stuff where the manager gave him too many drinks and drugged him and stuff and makes him go to
that part was good because he made him fuck up an interview to where he would literally have to become a wrestler. And that sucked too. I just hated watching that. I don't know. I did not enjoy it as much as I wanted to.
The job placement girl in the TV show felt like she seemed like more of a bitch.
Yeah,
she didn't seem as sweet.
No, she didn't have as much. But then also the movie has this thing where it's like this awkward. Like, does she like him? Doesn't she? Is he making a move too fast because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing? I mean, like I said, in the Anthony Quinn one, it's like he's half retarded. It's like there's punchy, and then there's just like Frank said, on the spectrum. He went
full retard.
He went full retard in the Anthony Quinn version.
Yeah,
and you never go full retard.
Also in the movie, I think he tried to rape her.
It seemed like it. Like there was a very awkward moment where he makes a pass at her, and she's clearly not wanting that. And it honestly, she's giving him all the signals, so it's awkward for everybody.
Wow, Adam, you sound like a apologist for rape. Okay,
she did stalk him down.
Okay, she was wearing that. She wanted it.
You know, women, when they say no, they mean yes.
That's right.
And then you rape them.
Been hanging around Dick too much. Getting all his bad habits.
It's just
I didn't say the
one time I put my hand down somebody's skirt without them asking, and
just because, yeah. But yeah, it's like he leans in and she's just like, no, and it's like, are we doing this too? It's like, fuck. It irritated me. It was too awkward. I did not enjoy watching it at all.
Yeah, I don't like watching awkward sexual scenes and
awkward sexual and just
you film your own sex.
This is a story about a guy who's pathetic and just nothing good happens to him, and I don't understand. Okay, boxing sucks. I didn't enjoy it.
That in the movie it seems like she's more of a, hey, let's see what the fuck happens tonight. Let's go out with this weird dude who screamed
because they drag it out so much. So this is an example of padding it out too much makes things more awkward than they need to be.
Well, do you think that works though for the movie to make it more awkward?
No.
Do you think that was the intention?
I think if they were trying to drive home the point that he's actually a pretty sweet guy, despite the fact that he's a fighter, I think they fucked that all up.
No, but do you think that's what they were going for? They had the Jack Palance version. Maybe he's more gentle.
Yes.
And they wanted to go more darker for this one because the movie.
Yeah, so the movie is definitely darker, and I think it's too dark for its own good because the message that I got from the TV version, which came first, was this guy gets a chance at a second life. Okay, whereas the movie, he succumbs to what he doesn't want to do out of obligation. Fucking, what's the point of that? That's not an arc. That's a circle. He goes right back where he started.
I don't think it's obligation, but yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's like he
stories like that.
He feels like he owes Jackie Gleason because you don't want to get killed because you spent all his time with him. But at the same point, Jackie Gleason fucked him over, and they show you that right at the beginning, which so that gets cheapened out too. It's like there were big chunks of this movie where I had to back it up because I kept falling asleep because it did not move me at all. I was not feeling anything for any of these characters. Whereas when I watched the TV version, I'm like, well, this was a little bit better. I'm like,
but is it the same director?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't.
So okay, maybe that's why, because he did it one way the first time, he wanted to go another way the second time. Maybe.
You know what's funny? Same thing with the patterns. Both same director.
Same director. Yeah. But again,
but Patterns, I liked both versions. Whereas this one, I did not like the movie, and I liked the TV one.
I would say, in comparison, to make a point here. You remember Vanishing, the movie with Kiefer Sutherland and Jeff Bridges?
Jeff Bridges, yeah.
Okay, so that was directed by the foreign director, the original director of the original version, which is a far superior movie. different ending, everything.
The remake, really fucking sad ending.
No, the remake is the other way around.
Okay.
Because in the remake, he gets rescued by Nancy Travis. Speaking of the fucking 90s. And in the original version, it's like bleak, dark. He is in the fucking coffin and he's dead. That's it.
Hey,
that's
Nancy
the end of the
Travis
movie.
Is still working thanks to Tim Allen.
That's true.
He was.
I would absolutely give Nancy Travis the Marjorie.
Tim Allen would. Nancy Travis.
Marjorie spread.
So I married
Why not?
Nancy Travis.
That's Boyle spread.
Yeah,
spread the Marjorie on your toast.
Greedy Nancy Travis. Greedy's great. I like Greedy.
Insult her, okay?
Hey, come on now. But I think that's probably why maybe the director wanted to do something different with it.
This is an example of like it's like Lucas going back and changing his Star Wars shit and putting
he's just an asshole.
Putting his special edition shit. That's what this feels like. It's the director saying, "Well, I really wanted to do this, but the producers wouldn't let me do that." Like because it sucked. This is one where I have to agree with the producers. Your version sucks.
Maybe that's the truth.
Like I said, it's a competently shot film. I'll agree with you guys on performances by Jackie Gleason And not so much Mickey Rooney. He really didn't do shit in the fucking movie at all that I can even like.
I forgot he was in the movie at points.
Whereas at least with Wynn, what's his name? Wynn? Yeah, Ed Wynn. At least in the TV version, he's kind of like trying to get him away from, he feels sorry for him at least. So I didn't get that from Mickey Rooney at all. Like not to like the very fucking last act. I'm like, he's just there. I'm like, why is he even in this movie? It's like, did he just need a job? I mean, it's...
Hey, it set him up so he could be in one of the greatest Twilight Zone episodes, Night of a Jockey.
There you go.
Oh God,
maybe that's what it was.
That's the greatest commentary, though. I know that.
But Wynn was the best. Was probably, other than Jack Palance, was probably the best in the TV show version. But it's the guy that played Mage sucked. He was just like not. You can't top Jackie Gleason in that part. But it just structurally fucked up. Performances are fine except for Anthony Quinn. I just didn't enjoy the movie that much.
For me, the Anthony Quinn is. I like Anthony Quinn. The parts with Jackie Gleason made the movie for me. That plot line was the most important part for me because it influenced what Anthony Quinn's character did. That's why I like the movie better, because there's way more involved with what he's doing, how much he owes, blah, blah, blah. He owes that gay gangster.
That guy was crazy.
$3,000. He's like, you owe me money. Okay.
Like, what about the female mob boss? That was kind of funny. Was that in the movie or is that in both versions?
Female mob boss.
I don't know
the
what
woman in the Anthony Quinn version, he's beating up the guys, and the mob boss comes in and she goes, "I'm going to kill you, Jackie Gleason. We're going to kill you." That's just the movie. Okay.
Yeah. In the TV version, there is no fight at the end.
Okay, because that's the clip I saw.
Okay, I'm going to do a side by side comparison.
Okay.
Movie. At the end, he goes to be a wrestler. He gets dressed up as an Indian, and he's like, "Fuck this!" Takes it off, and he talks to Jackie Gleason. And he was just like, "You just killed me! You just killed me!" And he's like, "All right, Indian." And he goes back after he beats up everybody in the entire place. The mob bosses come in. They're like, "You owe this money, otherwise we're gonna kill this motherfucker." So he puts on the Indian uniform, and then he goes back and he goes to wrestle. He's like, "Yeah, I'll sign on for whatever," because he's half retarded. And he's like, yeah, whatever, I'll go out there. And that's how that ends. In the TV version, he goes, they dress him like a mountain man. And he's like, "I don't want to do that. I'm going to head on out of here." And he's just on a bus or a plane. I forget which it was.
A train, I think. Yeah.
Train? Okay. Yeah. He's on a train, and he's teaching a little kid how to box. And some woman's like, "I'm sorry he's bothering you." He's like, "No, I'm going to go there and work with kids." Because all that's still available to him.
He says, "I'm going to go home for a little while, and then I'm going to go back and take a job working with kids at a summer camp."
And then he punched the kid. He punched the kid in the temple and killed him, and that's the second part.
Made the kid punchy, and they went and fought crime together. Yeah.
Both endings very different. For me, don't really care. For this particular script, I don't need a happy ending. For horror movies, I want some sort of redemption. I want, like, part of the reason I hate The Ring or The Grudge is, oh, they're in this and then they die, and you're like, oh, that's what horror's about, is survival. That's why those bother me. But with this sort of thing, you get a sad ending. It doesn't really bother me because it's not about.
Well, I don't mind movies that don't have arcs, though. Like Adam was saying, sometimes the arcs are important. Yeah. I can watch something and enjoy something where the character stays the same. I'm fine with that sometimes. Okay, it just depends on the movie, I think.
That's the thing. If the performances were that good in this, maybe I could get over that, but they're not that good. So I don't get enough from that either.
Yeah,
I don't get enough from this movie. That's my problem. I'm wanting more than what it has to offer.
Yeah,
I would say
the
basic script needed more work.
Well, that's just it. And you've mentioned that several times. There's times where Serling just has like one little thread of an idea, and he just pads that fucker out and runs with it. And this is one of those cases. Yeah,
this one I feel like has been padded and redone so many times.
It's like Raging Bull.
Yeah.
It's Raging Bull, and that's the other thing I was going to bring up. It's all these movies that we've seen since this has come out. I don't know if this was the first one or not, but I had talked to somebody that had seen a lot of boxing movies, and they said when Rocky came out, they didn't want to go see that because up until that point, boxing movies were always depressing, miserable stories about people that get punchy and then just can't fucking insert themselves into life. This is what that had to offer. So
And
Rocky changed that formula because he
kind of wins at the end, right?
He kind of wins, yeah. He kind of wins. So
Rocky loses, and he seems like his brain is gone in that movie.
Well, he's a little punchy at the beginning too, but
that out for the fucking entire fucking film franchise of those movies.
Well, yeah, we're not talking about the franchise. We're just talking about Rocky by itself. But right. Point is, I'm not trying to make this about Rocky. I'm just trying to say that this story about the aging prize fighter has been done so many times that Tarantino literally did a fucking spoof of it. You know what I mean? So it's a very recycled storyline. Yeah, he did it in Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction with Bruce Willis's character. He's
the man.
One more fight. Is he going to throw the fight or not? That kind of shit.
The worst scene in Pulp Fiction is when he gets in the cab and he talks to that Hispanic lady.
But is that the deleted scene or the?
No, that's in the movie. That's in the movie. That's the final.
I always forget if that's in the deleted scene or not.
She's in this movie from like a couple years before Pulp Fiction that I had it on VHS. I forget what it's called, but it was like Tarantino. Those Tarantino Presents VHSs that came out. That was one of them, and it was that girl. I was like, "Oh, her
Booch, yeah." He was just happy to have her in a movie, so they just made a scene for her.
Because he probably fucked her.
They probably fucked her. Yeah,
that's why he did it.
100%.
She was in 4 Rooms, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
4 Rooms was fun.
She probably was in 4 Rooms. She was probably one of the witches in 4 Rooms.
I was going to say, I think she was one of the witches.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't remember it.
Watch half of 4 Rooms.
The other thing too is when I was watching this movie, I actually thought that it was a made-for-TV movie because it felt like a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah,
that's why when you told me there was a TV version of this, I'm like, seriously?
This isn't it?
I'm like, this ain't it because it doesn't feel like movie quality to me at all.
Well, movies back then were pretty much TV quality.
You say that, but Patterns look like a fucking movie.
Patterns was slick, and Forbidden Planet came out in '59, and that was pretty fucking ahead of its time. So it's
like language goes and writing.
I would not quote that as your movie.
Well,
it says the game was 15 years before this.
He's massaging his head because the brain tumor is attacking him again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but I agree, Adam. It didn't look slick. It didn't look like a movie. It just felt like here's this, and it just kind of carried itself. Neither version is amazing. They're both
it doesn't. You're right. The script doesn't have a lot to say, so it's like, why am I here? Am I here for the performance? They're fine. Okay. Am I here for the story? No. Okay. Why? What's here? Is it the dialogue? Fuck no. What?
Because, you know what movie?
Serling. Come on.
The problem is it doesn't have that Serling dialogue, except for a couple scenes when he's at the bar and she comes over to visit and have their first date. That felt like a Serling scene. The rest of it just kind of felt like dialogue to get through that scene.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, all we really get is like the Twilight Zone and everything. So anything else that we get from Serling, you really gotta savor every little morsel you get.
Well, next week we're doing 7 Days in May. That's a little more like Patterns, script wise, and then we're also doing Planet of the Apes, which is not like any of these. So,
but is 100% Serling.
So
50 drafts.
You guys. 7 Days in May is on YouTube. Go look it up. That's for free. You can watch that. You guys might have to rent Planet of the Apes. I have a link saved. If it doesn't play for you guys, you might have to.
I might go buy it because I kind of like that movie. Yeah. I need that for my collection anyway.
Planet of the Apes is held up well.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes is a good movie.
Yeah, we're talking about, I think Planet of the Apes is a Blu-ray.
Oh, that one. I have 2 of those copies.
Well, he wrote all of them technically. So Tim Burton's is the one we're watching.
I have 2 because I fucked.
Wait, which one are we watching now?
We're going to watch the TV series, Planet of the Apes.
So we're not going to watch the Charleston Heston one?
No. We're going to watch Time of the Apes. It's an MST3K episode. It's real fun.
I don't care. It's the Japanese Planet of the Apes movie. I remember that's
Frank,
a good one.
we're watching Planet of the Apes from '68.
Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston.
The one that's
I haven't seen that movie in 15, 20 years.
It's a good movie.
It's great. It's still great. Yeah.
I watch it like once a year.
It's a good one.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Once a year?
Easily, yeah.
I can't imagine living that kind of life.
I've been thinking about buying them actually because they periodically they go on sale. And I'm like,
I've only seen the first one. I don't.
I've
really
seen all of them at some point.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the one with Heston is enough. I don't need to see the second, third, and fourth.
Do you guys want to do them all? Like,
I wouldn't mind doing all of them because actually I like the new movies a lot too. Yeah, the newer ones are great too. The worst one would probably be the Tim Burton one, but I'll still sit through it.
Dude, the best one of all time was the Marky Wahlberg one.
Marky Wahlberg.
Marky
Wahlberg.
Well,
Marky Wahlberg.
It was right in his transition of not being Marky Mark anymore, but he wasn't Wahlberg yet either.
Yeah.
Only if you promise we can watch The Happening directly after. If we can do a double feature of The Happening and Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes.
That's not Wahlberg's fault. That is Shamaningalong's fault.
Look, Wahlberg was only ever good in one fucking movie, and everything else he's just Mark Wahlberg over and over and over again. His best performance was fucking Departed. All right, that's it.
The big hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking Scorsese can get a good performance out of the worst actor. He's proud of that shit.
Definitely liked him in that, but he wasn't even close to the main character.
Fuck, he stole the movie.
Big hit, Departed, Basketball Diaries.
Fuck yeah.
Three Kings. And then,
wait. Three Kings.
Fear.
Wait. Three Kings. Was that him and
Ice Cube?
You're forgetting the best one he ever did, Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Thank you.
Yeah, Boogie Nights.
There's another one in the back of my brain. That
No, see, he was Marky Mark at that.
You fucked up, donkey dick.
You're a star.
I'm sorry. Can I see your cock? I hear you have a giant cock. Can I see it, please?
I showed my girlfriend the other day. I'm like, here's the funniest Philip Seymour Hoffman clip you can watch.
Absolutely.
I want to kiss you.
I want to kiss you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Idiot.
She's like, what are we watching? I'm like, just his performance. That's all I know. he bought a new Corvette, and all he wants to do is show this friend and wants to fuck him. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I'm drunk.
Have you noticed, as long as we're talking about Philip Seymour Hoffman, have you noticed how bad he overacts in Scent of a Woman? It's fucking hilarious. I love watching him in that movie. He's trying so hard to break out in that movie.
He's trying so hard in Twister.
Yeah.
Twister too, yeah. Oh,
extreme. Yeah, oh god.
He's trying so hard in that movie.
He's really wanting to get noticed, man.
The bottle never hit the ground.
That's a movie where everyone who's in that movie is dead. The career.
It's funny though. It's fucking hilarious.
What? No.
If you watch Twister,
is Men in Tights is not dead.
His career is dead.
Watch how many times Philip Seymour Hoffman runs up that roof and drops his pants. Like he has to keep pulling his pants up when he's climbing up the roof of that house and trying to get that old lady out. It's fucking hysterical. Yeah.
They're in the suck zone.
The whole movie's in the suck zone. I love it. I fucking love that movie.
All I know is all you need to survive a tornado is a leather belt.
A leather belt and an old ass fucked up pipe.
Well, luckily she weighs 15 pounds.
No, I miss Bill Paxton.
Yeah, I do too.
Those two deaths suck.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
You know who I don't miss is the bitch that was with him.
Helen Hunt.
Oh, Helen Hunt.
The other girl was so fucking aggravating though. The therapist or whatever. Yeah, I hated her so. I wanted her to die.
Jamie Gertz is stupid. She's terrible.
Was that Jamie Gertz?
Yeah, that's Jamie Gertz. Yep,
wow, I did not know that. I realized that was Jamie Gertz.
That is Lost Boys girl.
Wow.
She's
a terrible actress. Yeah.
Well, she had a good body, but her hair is like horrible.
She was somebody's girlfriend.
Did you just say that was Star from Lost Boys?
It's Star.
Was it?
Yeah. Jamie Gertz.
I love her.
I've seen Lost Boys once. I don't need to see it.
It's enough.
Didn't like it.
It's enough. Yeah.
You're dead to me.
You're dead to me, dude.
You're dead to me. You're dead to me.
Come on, the grandfather was
the only reason I watch Lost Boys a lot is because it was shot in Santa Cruz, which is the the park that I went to growing up all the time.
What other band? What
the only
other
reason I
band
watch is
is-
because Kiefer Sutherland's the only one that ever made a mullet look cool ever.
Fuck yeah,
in
he
the
did.
history of
And
history itself.
Spike.
What about
And
Jason Patrick?
Spike. Huh?
Jason Patrick pulled it off.
Oh, what movie?
Dude,
Lost
the
Boys?
band's main singer also soloed with a saxophone.
I guess in the comics, did you know that in the comic book series, the saxophone player is a major character and he's like a vampire hunter?
That fucking guy still tours.
Yeah, I heard that.
Adam, Frank, you guys like those tentpole movies way more than I do. I don't like those. Like
I like it.
You guys love Jaws.
Did you say tent pole?
Listen to me. I'm the cinema snob. I can't
What does
listen to
that
those
mean?
mainstream movies. I like the hipster shit.
Yeah, Adam is a snob. I mean, I'll give him that. He's a snob.
What is a tent pole?
I'm a snob too, but I do like shit.
He doesn't like movies that are like real popular, is what he's trying to
No,
say.
not even popular. It's just
Too cool for the room.
No, it depends on the movie itself. Like Jaws, I find nothing for me. I watch
Which
it and I get nothing
isn't-
out of
Never
it.
makes me mad when people say that. It does not bother me.
It doesn't bother me either. I just don't.
I acknowledge it's not for everybody. Yeah.
I just go
Yeah.
stay out of the water, maybe.
I love Jaws,
Look,
but I grew up with
I-
it, so it's different.
I did too. Yeah.
I
it's
don't
not
judge.
like-
Yeah, I don't judge people on their opinion and like.
And Close Encounters, Third Kind too. It's same boat.
Maybe it's
People
because I'm
don't
not
like
a
that
massive.
one.
I'm not a massive fan of vampire movies. So when I
American Graffiti is another one that I love, but people don't like it. I understand why they don't like it.
when I say
can
my
understand
favorite
that.
vampire movies are movies like Blade and fucking Lost Boys, people look at me like, "Oh God, that's
Twilight.
the one you like?" Yeah.
Do you like Blade 1 or Blade 2 better?
And like Twilight. I mean, what?
Blade 1?
You like Blade 1 more?
Yeah, me too. But there's vampire movies I love that people don't even give a shit about.
Because
Like, Night is one of my
Main
favorites.
reason because
cares.
Nobody cares.
Blade 1 has that opening, which is the best fucking opening in any movie ever. That whole fucking club scene with the
Yeah,
fucking
but
sprinklers
it is
and
good.
shit.
But
Love it.
Tracy
it also
Lords.
has-
Yeah.
It also has that really annoying Japanese girl band.
Yes.
And they're screaming like, oh my
You mean
God, stop.
the 12-year-old Japanese band that's singing
Yeah.
in the Japanese bar?
That's a
Yakuza
real
bar?
band. I looked that up. They are the real deal.
They
I'm like,
are-
oh, they're terrible.
Yoko Ono, sorry.
Yoko Ono rapping.
Yeah. So in Kill Bill, that band in Kill Bill.
Well, at least they have rhythm.
That's the 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they're
the
real
song
band.
before that is not that bad. It's like a punk song.
Yeah, no, they're fine. They're not as bad as the fucking 12-year-old pedo porno band that people like. Japanese businessmen, fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
And REM.
Baby Metal.
Oh my god, there's a genre for it.
No, Baby Metal's an actual band.
Oh, okay. I was just saying that's.
And it's exactly what you just described. It's
Here it comes.
chicks.
Genre called Baby Metal.
There it is.
There
Oh
you
my god! I thought this was like supposed to be.
This
a
is
joke.
like I thought it was a parody too, but this is a real band.
Here it comes.
Genre called Baby Metal.
Here it is.
No, it's not a genre. It's a band.
Yeah, I want to hear it because I always liked it.
I thought it was a parody too, but this is a real band.
Genre called Baby Metal.
Hold on.
Here it is.
Yeah, I'm out. There's a loop.
I wish Wesley Snipes would have kicked him in the face.
Darkness.
It's like Japanese girl Beastie Boys.
It is. It's bad Beastie Boys ripoff. That's what it is. It's really bad.
Fucking Wesley Snipes is so awesome in these movies. Even 3, I'll give him 3. Even though he was so awful, he's such a badass. I love Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, my favorite one had what's his face in it.
Don't say Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that one.
You're not.
Blade Trinity is a terrible movie.
Okay, guys.
It's not a good movie.
I enjoy that.
It's
film.
funny, but it's not a good movie.
It's not a movie. It's a film.
It's
Okay.
not. That's it. Yeah.
When I say tentpole movies, it doesn't have to be like when I'm talking about like RoboCop. I like RoboCop.
I hate RoboCop.
I'm saying people like those movies where it's a genre classic. Those not so necessarily successful. So like,
I'm too picky. I'm not a RoboCop fan.
I love RoboCop.
That's
RoboCop's great.
RoboCop's my number one favorite movie.
It just and that's awesome, and I don't think anything less of you.
No, there's
like-
so many fucking layers that every time I watch it, I find new ones. Yeah.
But like Terminator is in that same category.
Yeah,
And-
but see, I like T2 better than T1.
Yes, but people fucking like those are the movies, and I'm like, I like Terminator and Terminator 2 even more. but like they're not in my top 150 movies probably or close to that. Like
no.
Maybe it's because I didn't go to film school. I don't know.
I don't think I could pick a 150 movie.
Well, the problem that I have is like there's too many good movies. They all like when you say, "Oh, what's your favorite movie all the time?" Well, it's like I got like 20 of them. Like 20 could be number one for me because they're all equally good.
It took me a long time to decide that RoboCop was my favorite movie of all time. I had to really think about that because there's a lot of them that are way up there.
Well, what's your number two that you're having a struggle with?
Who, me? Jaws.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which one's yours?
Memento.
That's right. Yeah. Number one is Shawshank, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shawshank's good.
Shawshank
I would say
it's not. It has nothing to do with popularity. It's a matter of if I connect.
It's
to
what it means to you. Yeah.
If I can connect to a main character, that's all I ever look for in a movie. Whenever I get Twilight Zone, what's the first thing I say? I don't know where the fuck this person's coming from, so I don't give a shit.
No.
Like if I don't care about the characters, I don't care about the movie. And
also, like some of my favorite movies and favorite TV shows, they also not only are good, but they have a sentimental value to me for some reason.
But there's also movies that have great performances. I don't care about the characters, like Big Lebowski. I don't really care about the characters, but the performance is so funny.
All of Pulp Fiction, yeah. All of Pulp Fiction, they're all generic characters, but they're great performances. Yeah.
And what they say
matters. If I was able to make a 150 movie long list, right, from number 1 to 150, The Big Lebowski would not make it, and I don't know why. I just never could get into that movie. Like,
thank you, Frank. Thank you. I'm glad that somebody else feels the same way I do about The Big Lebowski. God.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's bad. I enjoyed it. It's just
I don't get it. I just don't understand it. It doesn't do anything.
Do you like any other Coen Brothers movies?
No, I'm not a fan of those.
Okay, there you go. So.
Yeah. I don't understand it. It's a style that I don't get. Yeah,
I don't get Wes Anderson.
Raising Arizona was hysterical.
No, I don't get Wes Anderson either. You're not alone on that.
Raising Arizona is fucking hilarious.
It's probably my top 10 actually.
It was so good. I had to review it for Nick Cage Cast. I had to create a character to hate it.
I remember that, dude. You just made.
I didn't know what else to say. I'm like, I have to do something. I have to talk about it. What am I going to say?
Good.
This scene's great.
It's a great.
Did you ever see Blood Simple?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Blood Simple. Yeah.
Dude,
Buster Scruggs
when they lose the baby and they just start screaming at each other, it's probably the funniest fucking thing I've ever.
She fell asleep watching it, and I woke her up laughing at that scene. And I've seen the movie 10 times at that point, and I woke her up laughing because Adam.
That makes me laugh.
The whole movie's about kidnapping a baby, and then some guys kidnap it back.
Have you not seen? You have not seen Raising Arizona, Adam?
I've seen Raising Arizona. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
It's funny.
It's not my jam. It's
William Forsythe and John Goodman, and then they take the baby back. They put the baby on top of the car, and they go to get in the car, and it's like, everything's going so fast, and they're driving, and they're just like. They talk about the baby, and they're like, "Wait, where's the baby, man?" And they look in the back seat, and it's gone. And they start. All they do is like a minute and a half tops.
I know, so over the top, but I'm in tears by the end.
I don't get those guys' humor. I just
what it is. I think it's Barry Sonnenfeld's director of photography. You don't like Barry Sonnenfeld's style,
and it's totally fine, man. It's objective.
Did you like Men in Black?
I love Men in Black.
Oh my God! Well, that's Barry Sonnenfeld right there.
Yep.
Well, Get Shorty.
I like
Get Shorty. Yeah.
I like Get Shorty.
I did not like Get Shorty.
Get Shorty's fun.
I like Get Shorty.
The ending pissed me off.
The second one's awful.
No,
you know what other ending pissed me off?
Well, fuck you.
Didn't watch that. Didn't watch it.
You know what other ending pissed me off? Requiem for a Heavyweight.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot we were talking about that.
Oh, yeah. I'm back. Watch Miller's Crossing, my favorite Coen Brothers movie.
Miller's Crossing's good.
Anyway, that's not a comedy, really.
You giving me the hi hat?
Out in the woods.
Adam, there is a opinion I hold that Phoenix will kick me out of this chat. What?
Are you going to say Das Boot?
No, Reservoir Dogs.
I just don't give a shit. I don't know what your argument is. I don't know what we've been talking about this for 5 years. I don't know what your argument is.
What? Wait, you don't like Reservoir Dogs?
Let's hear it. Pause. Frank, tell us your.
I know. I want to preface this because I get a lot of hate for it right off the bat. Like I've literally had somebody tell me that, look, people don't tell you this, but you are mentally retarded, and he got mad at me and kicked me out. Okay, so I love the Reservoir Dogs. It's one of my fucking Phoenix.
Continue. What?
No, go ahead, dude. I want to hear this.
Oh god. All right. So in the beginning, Mr. Orange gets shot in the gut, right? And Harry, it's a great scene.
I'm fucking dying, Harry.
Right. Tim Roth kills it, right? Tim Roth still has a gun on him. Still has bullets, right? Because he uses it at the end. So any rational person in the world who was an undercover cop, who knew that he was shot in the gun, was going to die, knew that, where they were going to, the way shit went down, it might be too long. He could die. So, and he has kind of, befriended Harry, right? So anybody would have taken their gun, put it to the back of his fucking head, and say, look, I'm undercover. Here's my badge. Drop me off the fucking hospital. Get out a free card. They're going to raid the fucking warehouse and get the fuck out of town so I can live and you can get the hell out of here. Anybody would do that. That's how it would happen. However, it would make the movie not as great as it was. So I get the reason why Quentin didn't write it that way. However, in just a logical sense of how things would turn out, that's what anybody would do in that position. They wouldn't just sit there and just bleed to death.
Well, that's all he does. He takes generic scripts and turns them on their ear. That's his whole career.
No, I know that, but my point being is
you're there for the dialogue and the performance, never for the story.
Right. I'm not saying it destroys the movie for me. That's not what I'm saying.
Haven't you ever heard of the suspension of disbelief?
Yes, and this is not a sci-fi movie. My point being is, I'm not bringing this up saying this ruins the movie for me. I love the movie. It's one of my favorite Quentin movies. I understand why he made the choice. I'm just saying, my argument is, it would not be a choice anybody would ever make. That's all. Go ahead, Phoenix. You don't care.
He tells Harry, I'm a cop. Boom, gets shot in the head.
While he has a gun to the back of Harry's head.
Yeah,
while Harry's driving.
Harry can stop the car.
And then boom.
Boom.
And then Harry's dead.
B, that's a lot to go on. He could just, the guy's bleeding to death. He's going to be woozy.
If you were Harry and you had a gun to the back of your head and you were just told that the guy bleeding in the back of your car is a cop, right?
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm going to die before I go in. I'm going to try to kill that guy. You could sneak a gun over your shoulder and bang, bang. Point is, not really necessarily 100% is what I'm saying. How many cigarettes have you dropped or broken?
About. Let's see.
Is your carpet on fire?
B, he's committed to his job, unlike you. You can't do anything until they have the diamonds back at the meetup.
I work 85 hours a week.
They went way out of their way. They went way out of their way to show that he was trying to make his career with this move.
Look,
yeah.
Again, it's not a big argument. My point being is,
they set up through a line by Harvey Keitel. A gunshot to the gut is one of the most painful things you can experience, but you won't die for several hours from it. He sets that up. That's why he says that line, so that you don't think
he's in agonizing fucking pain through the entire.
You're not gonna fucking die. You're not gonna fucking die.
That line is there to
say the fucking words. It was a great scene. Look, I get the point why he wrote it in. It's just no rational person would just not play that card.
Here's the people that bitch about Dark Knight Rises. Is the point of the movie he wants to live, or is
I don't bitch about that.
I'm not saying you do. I'm saying the same thing to these people. Is the point of the movie he wants to live, or is the point of the movie these guys talking to each other and the funny shit they say to each other and the weird situations they get into, and them all shooting each other at the end? Or is that the point of the movie, or is it this guy wants to survive?
The big problem with Reservoir Dogs is how come Chris Penn doesn't kill him when he finds out Michael Madsen's dead on the floor?
Yeah,
that's the bigger question.
That's more of a concern for me than killing Harvey Keitel.
Because as soon as Penn gets in there, that's his boy. His boy is dead, and the only guy that did it is that fucking guy right there on the ground dying, and that's the only guy that could have shot him.
Actually, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. The real problem is why in the fuck did they call him Mr. Pink?
Because he's a faggot. Because you're a faggot. I guess he's a piece of shit to work with when he's dead, but Lawrence Turney, yeah. I guess they said he was fucking awful to work with.
Well, he looks like it.
Yeah, that's Maura Turney's father, by the way.
Who?
Maura Turney.
From Just Shoot Me?
Yeah.
In The Stand?
Yeah, is she in The Stand?
No, that's the other girl from that show.
She was in Insomnia.
Yeah.
No, that's her dad, Lawrence Tierney.
Well, she's fucking weird. He's a fucking asshole.
She smokes like Rod Serling. That's for sure.
What movie are we reviewing again?
Requiem for a Smoker.
Okay.
Frank, I don't even disagree with you on that point. It's just that's not the point of the movie. So why focus on it so much?
I don't focus on it. It's just something I noticed.
Yeah, I was gonna say all Tarantino, you never focus on the plot. You're there for the fucking dialogue and the performances.
That's why I prefaced what I just said. This is not me.
God forbid if you haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'm sure as fuck I'm not gonna try to explain it to you.
Adam, I still have the Redbox DVD in my cooler. It's been 4 months.
Wait, you still get DVDs from Redbox?
Yeah, and I haven't watched it once yet.
For some reason, I just won't watch it. I don't know why.
Which one?
You won't watch it.
It just goes to show you how little time I have, little free time.
It's style over substance. Period.
My point being is I want to watch it, and I'm terrified to return it to the Redbox and see how much this fucking rental is going to cost me.
Well, no, they already got you because your card already paid for it.
Yeah,
so
you already bought the movie.
Yeah, you already
bought it. Really? I should not go back?
After 30 days.
You should maybe check your bill. Yeah.
Did you not read the fine print? What they do is they charge you $3 a day until you own it. Because it's a $30. It's basically a $30 DVD, and you overpaid it by a 20%. That's it. You already got charged for it, so you technically own it.
Blu-ray, actually.
Well, you own it.
I don't like Inglourious Bastards at all.
I don't either.
It's
what?
It's dumb. I don't like it.
I love it.
No, I like Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, I mean that was Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz is the only thing I like, but
performance
that's it.
Great.
That's it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be enjoying in that movie.
No, I didn't like it when I first saw it. I was like
forced machine guns, just empty.
No, my buddy and I saw it at ArcLight Theater, and we both were just like, it didn't work for me. I don't like it, and everybody loved it. And I was just like, it's fine.
All right.
I hated Brad Pitt's fucking stupid act.
LIWstudios.com.
Scores.
Red Dress. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We didn't score this piece of shit movie.
Adam?
7.
What? What are we doing?
I gave it a score. 7.
For a movie, TV show, same score for both?
For me, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for me, the movie's a 6. The TV show's a 7.
Six and a 5. It's all right. I don't like boxing movies that much. So I don't really.
I don't either. This is the reason why. This movie's a perfect standard for why you don't watch boxing movies.
I will say this: if I watch them again, I go, 6. So that's where I'm at right now. Though.
I'll never watch either one of these ever again.
Frank?
Well, obviously the movie N/A, non-applicable. Sorry, guys. But the one that I watched, and I'm from Philly, so we have a gold statue at the library.
Fucking number.
All I'm saying is we idolize fake boxers in the
True.
city.
Yeah, it's true.
It's ridiculous. Can we please take Sylvester Stallone down in fucking boxing shorts like he actually won a championship in boxing?
You're from Philly. That's sacrilegious.
I know it is. Trust me. I've gotten my ass beat within an inch of my life 4 times. Okay. Oh yeah. I give it a 5.
Okay.
I didn't like it. I mean, it was like, it was all right.
When you watch the movie, I feel I almost want to rate it lower to a 6, just because I was like, oh yeah, I've heard of this movie for years and years and years.
Yeah, so have I.
Oh,
I
that's
expected more.
You know what? 6.
Yeah,
there.
I expected more.
6 is across the board.
At the time, it was probably great. I get for the time it was probably great. Right now, it was not. Sorry.
It is what it is. I don't know what else to say about it. It's
about as great as an ingrowing toenail.
Think about the
Patterns
time
twice instead of this.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
LIW Studios.
Watch Raging Bull, and you'll be way happier.
RedDragonsRadio.com.
RaidersLostFlix.com.
Did you fuck my wife? You fuck my wife?
Yes.
If I suck your wife with a straw,
dick it.
Ahoy lives here. Oh, sorry.
A whore. Jessica Rossi is a whore.
Until next time. In the meantime, I'm Vinny West.
I'm Franklin.
Adam Wilcox.
Dick it. Jenna Rossi is a whore.
So long, citizens. Sorry for all the Quentin Tarantino and whatever talk. Blade.
Who cares?
Sorry.
So sorry for the Lost Boys.
Don't let your
rant.
meatloaf